Deontay Wilder. What is this? Two legends of the sport, two icons. The UK versus the UN. Oh.
Behind the head. Brazil for having the character to throw with him.
The blood is spraying out all around the ring. The only person who seems oblivious to it is Chisora.
Jab by Wilder now. Thus far, Stavern hasn't shown the work rate. And Stavern goes down! Of Wilder's 37 knockouts have occurred here in the round. First round, and Stavern down for the second time. There's hammer, and here in round one, he is Ragnar-rocking Stavern!
He's out. He's out cold.
B3 Picks TV, we back again. Tap the like button, hit the follow, help the channel grow. My brother Prize already pulled up. Shout out to Prize, shout out to Zahn. Thank you all. Appreciate the love and support. My brother D Free is our members. Everybody that's supporting us on this journey. Now, because I can share screen on here, I'm going to do it this way. I did it the other way on TikTok where I wrote names in a hat and pulled a name out of the hat. Shout out to Shantae's New Beginnings, who was the winner on TikTok. We had a second. I did a second and a third just in case somebody wanted to give up that spot. They didn't want that $50 cash app. They wanted to bless another person. So Big Illy was second, and then Indy was third. So right now we got 12 active members on TikTok. We also have we got 16 active members on YT. So I appreciate the love and support. Hopefully I'm coming through good. I'm only off the creates to the beautiful Kill Creates. I see you, Kill. Appreciate you. She said good afternoon. Thank you, love. Great profile picture. Looking good. All right, y'all. Now let's do this so we can I want to build up the room just a little bit more. Let me just talk to Free. Talk to me, man, real quick. How you feeling today? And before I do the raffle, I just want you to, if you can, just speak about the big fight that's coming up this weekend. Deontay Wilder and Ward Chisora. What do you make of this matchup, and what are you expecting from Wilder going into this fight?
I expect somebody to get knocked out. This is, like I said before, this is a hard-fought matchup for Wilder. Being 41 years old, going against a guy that's a pressure fighter who don't usually give his opponents any space to be able to throw the shots that they like to throw. I haven't liked what I've seen from Wilder as of late. So this is a fight that most people would say Wilder shouldn't have took. And this is Chisora's last fight. So I expect somebody to get put down. If not knocked out, at least get put down once or twice. If not both of them getting put down at least once. But yeah, I just think this is going to be a battle from round one to whenever this fight ends.
No, absolutely. And shout out to my brother Bentley pulling up. Do I have Kale listed on here? Okay, let me do it like this. Kale. Now it's saying I have 17 entries, but we should only have 16. So somebody need to come off of this list. Somebody is not active member right now. Let me just make sure. Okay. Let's see here. Hold on, let me see this real quick. Somebody membership must have fell off. Let me look at this real quick. And salute to everybody. I'm just trying to see what's going on. Y'all bear with me one moment. Let's see here.
Oh boy.
Free, I could have sworn you was a member. I know you signed up. I don't see you on here though.
You saying somebody took back their 32 cents a day?
If it was anybody, it was you. Free. I don't see you on here no more. I'm trying to look at here. What's going on? We fight all night. Bentley, what's happening?
I should still be on there. I ain't discontinue my membership.
Right. It would have showed me that. That's what I'm like, what's going on with this thing?
Let me
Okay, let me do this. Check it when you can for me, Free. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave you in here. I'm gonna add Kid.
If I drop something in the chat, it will let you know if I'm a member or not. But like I said, it should be. I don't recall taking my membership back. I know I didn't because I still got membership of channels I don't even go to.
All right, y'all. We about to get into this rival. Shout out to Bentley. Shout out to We Fight All Night. Hey, salute to my brother Cam J. Appreciate you pulling up. We definitely building in here. We're gonna do our members raffle, and then we're gonna talk a little bit of boxing. Let me see here. Yeah, shout out to my brother Cam J. Let me bring up Juan. Okay. Everybody included, no one omitted. Everybody included, no one omitted.
It did take mine down. I don't know why I took it down. For some reason, my membership.
D1 salute. D1 salute. Appreciate you. Appreciate you pulling up, D1. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see here. And shout out to my brother Juan pulling up. Hey, shout out to my guy Angry White Man. Make sure y'all follow Cam J Network. Make sure y'all follow D1 the Angry White Man and my brother Will Old School. Also follow D Free Sports Talk. Or follow my brother Just As One and everybody in the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. We definitely building. Appreciate my brother Free. Look at that, putting color in the chat, making sure he was locked in. I don't know what's going on, but for whatever reason, it should be like on auto reset. So I don't know. YT, you got to tighten up. YT, this was live. You got to tighten up because we trying to reach certain heights. We need that money coming through. We on the Make a Million campaign. Appreciate my brother Free supporting the channel, helping us grow. All right, we're gonna spin this wheel, y'all, and then we're gonna talk some boxing. We're gonna spin this wheel, and if it's Free, if Free wins, then of course, I'm gonna ask Free if he wants to pass it along and spin it again. If not, he might win his 50 because he might be dashing right now. He's gonna win his 50. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Let me spin this wheel, and I appreciate all the love and support. I'm gonna spin it, and I'm gonna click back. All right, y'all. Here we go. Who we gonna land on? Big Dog Willie. Woo!
Big Dog Willie.
Shout out to Big Dog Willie. Big Dog Willie is the winner of the B3 Picks TV membership raffle, the first one, the inaugural membership raffle. Shout out to Big Dog Willie. Now, what I did on Look at Prize Fighter said, wow, yeah, I know Big Dog Willie. Big Dog Willie's a winner. But listen, Big Dog Willie he's known on these YouTube streets. He didn't have to come and support us, but he did. He didn't have to come and sign up for the membership, but he did. He don't have to bless the super thanks or the super chat, but he did. He know we a grassroots channel trying to build from the ground up, pretty much go from nothing to something, right? So I'm thankful for that. Shout out to Big Dog Willie. Now, let me do. I'm gonna spin the wheel at least one more time as a secondary runner-up, just in case Big Dog Willie says. I'll do it two more times. If Big Dog Willie says, hey, pass it along, we'll pass it along. Because I don't see Big Dog Willie in here right now. He may say go to the second person. The second person may say go to the third person. Ain't no way 3 people turning down $50. If 3 people turn down $50, I'm gonna keep it. Let's just call it what it is. If they don't win it, we gotta keep it. All right, let me spin the wheel at least one more time. I'll probably spin it 2 more times just so we can get a second and a third option. This doesn't mean you're gonna win. It just means that you in the running. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to my brother Ja. Shout out to my brother Ja. Okay, so Big Dog Willie passes it along. Ja will get that $50 cash app. Shout out to Ja. Shout out to Big Dog Willie and all the members. One last spin, because Ja's a good brother. He may pass it along. So we'll see. One last one. BBO Sports TV. Now I know for a fact BBO ain't passing up on no $50. So that $50 will be going out to one of our wonderful supporters, one of our wonderful members. Shout out to everybody that supports the channel. Now listen, we're gonna try to do something like this every month. It may not be a $50 cash app, it may be something else once we get merch. Also, once we he said I'm unlucky. Shout out to Kiel. She said congratulations. And shout out to my brother Prize. Prize said he's unlucky. Hey, listen, we ain't going nowhere, Prize. We're gonna have a lot more in store. Listen, this is inaugural. This is the first one. So we're gonna keep building. We're gonna keep working. Hold on, let me just see this to my brother. He said something. Hold on, let me see. Papa Jordy and the Supreme Design. Salute. Just my friend recommendation. God bless you, bro. Appreciate it. Who your friend, Papa Jordy? Appreciate the support, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you. We are a group of good brothers and good people. We got a lot of women that support us as well, but we some good brothers. We try to limit the curse, and we ain't gonna do a whole bunch of cussing and carrying on. We all gentlemen. We all businessmen. So I appreciate you joining the supporting the channel and following us, and this is the journey. Now, our first year as a channel is gonna be April 15th, y'all. So we'll be 1 year anniversary April 15th. I'm so thankful. We got 16 active members right now, and 17. Shout out to 17 active members. Let's go. So I'm thankful for that, and the grind don't stop, right? The grind don't stop. So I appreciate all the love and support. Let me do this real quick. I'm gonna end that. We're gonna talk some boxing. I gotta let Big Dog Willie win. Well, I really want to send. I'll probably send his Cash App live, but y'all know Big Dog Willie will let y'all know. I'll make sure I get his Cash App or his Zelle and send that to him, so that way he can get that Cash App or Zelle for being a member. He was one of the first. I think Marky Dan was the first to sign up, and Big Dog Willie was one of the first to sign up as well. So I'm thankful for that, y'all. So I appreciate the support. Now, listen, I'm excited. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm excited for the sport of boxing this week. Let me pivot. I gotta pivot real quick. I'm gonna go off my phone for a little bit, and let me bring in my brother Juan. Juan, you working today? What's going on, Juan? Okay, my brother Juan Claudio. He probably working, y'all. He probably working. Let me do it like this. Hold on, let me see. Juan and something. Okay, let me turn that off. Okay, bet. I appreciate everybody. Listen, hey, I know, Prize. There's always gonna be another month, another opportunity. As long as God continues to keep blessing us with life and fellowship and community. So I'm thankful now. And yeah, shout out to Big Dog Willie. Shout out to my brother Bentley. Y'all join the membership, support the channel, help the channel grow. Y'all already know. So I'm thankful. Shout out to everybody that's been blessing the channel, helping us work.
You're my fault.
Juan, my
My
brother, how
fault.
you feeling?
My fault. I'm doing something.
Nah, you good, family. I appreciate you pulling up. We done with the raffle. I'm thankful. Shout out to Big Dog Willie. And
Congrats to
and that,
everybody. Congrats to everybody. Congrats to Big Old Willie that won.
yeah. Yeah, it's always good to get, win something every once in a while. A lot of people they do a lot of giving, so it's good to receive every once in a while. And it's also good to give every once in a while if you receive so much. So I'm just blessed and I'm thankful. And appreciate all the support, right? Let's jump in right here. And Papa Jordy, we're gonna go through. We went through this a lot yesterday. We'll recap for you. I thought it was a good stoppage. I just feel like Thurman was oversized and outmatched, and I just feel like the reach and the length and the skill set of Fondora was just too much. Yeah, it was just too much. But yeah, everybody pretty much felt the same way. We talked about it a lot yesterday and on Monday, Papa Jordy. So listen, those lives are still up. I'm gonna chop up some more videos and cut up some more videos. I'm gonna try to do some today, do some work today, but those lives are still up. And definitely don't hesitate to rewatch them. That's a fact. Yeah, he was
Feel
too
free.
it was too much. That 6'5", that 6'5", 6'6" frame, that 80-inch reach is just too much. Way too much. Let's pivot real quick, Juan.
You
Dale Boy versus Deontay Wilder, man. It's this week. It's this
uh,
weekend. We get it on
all right,
Saturday.
right,
It's
right. I
all
forget we get it on outside. I forgot about that whole fight. Motherfucker.
Mm.
Yeah, man, I forgot about that. I'll
Yeah,
be asleep.
man.
I'll be asleep. You know, all right.
Well, we working one. I'm already knowing. I'm already knowing. What's your thoughts on this like Wilder? Do you feel like this is gonna be a distance fight, or do you feel like somebody's gonna get out of there?
Somebody gotta get out of there. I think eventually somebody gotta get out of there. I think both dudes that pop and those dudes can crack. So I think one of them eventually has to get out of there. It's too much power in that ring to get them not get up out of there. So I feel that way. But again, I said it before. I was like, yo, if Wilder cracks, bro, with that power don't go nowhere. Wilder cracks him with a good one, bro. That might be good night, Irene.
Yeah, if he can land, if he can land that right hand, I'm with you. I'm just hoping he'll be able to let it go. Do you feel like he has a problem with letting them shots go free at this age of his career?
Right. He probably working.
Yeah, free moving around. We'll get let answer that for me, Juan. Like based on what you've been seeing
I
out of
think he's
Wilder, does he look
I
a
think
little like
he's
he
shell
can't?
shocked. I think because of the Fury fights. I think Fury
Mm,
took something out of him where it I don't know if he can get it back. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, at this age, Prize man, salute to my brother Prize. Talk
What
to
up,
me,
though?
man. How you feeling today?
Good,
What up,
brother, man.
gangster?
Just
And,
put my daughter in the bath. I'm about to cook with y'all. And then hey, I got some stuff to do. I heard, like what you said on TikTok, you got stuff to do. I got the same stuff, bro.
I'm already
All
knowing.
that stuff, so you already know. What up, Juan Freezy? What's up with y'all?
I ain't know much, brother. Living life.
And I appreciate you pulling up Prize on my
Yeah, you gotta
TikTok.
teach. We
And
gotta
come
talk
on, man.
behind the scenes. You gotta teach me how to use that. I ain't understand none of that shit. I ain't understand what you was doing. I know you
I
had. I
got
know
you.
you had some beautiful women over there. That was fun. But
This guy.
Hmm.
This guy.
Well,
other than that,
absolutely. That's why. Listen.
that's why you kept seeing that. Look, I kept tapping the screen. I thought I was doing something. I just
Hmm.
kept tapping the lights on the screen all crazy because I
Yeah.
didn't know what I was doing. You feel me?
That's
I'm
all you
trying to
gotta
learn it.
that's like so okay, so this is the thing about that, right? We'll talk behind the scenes more, but
Yeah, yeah,
tapping the
yeah.
like button is what you really want to do and sharing and reposting the live,
Word.
to your audience or whatever the case may be. And then but like really for it's a lot of it's like with the battling and stuff, we'll talk.
Yeah,
We'll talk. I'll break a
you
lot of that
gotta show
stuff
me.
down to
I
you.
ain't understand what you and that shorty in the hospital was doing. I ain't know what was happening.
Right, right. She was that's Nay. She her son was in the hospital. But yeah, we be over there. I don't know what part of the conversation you came in. Did you come in there when Jody was on there or just me and her?
When I first came on, it was you and the shorty with the little handsome baby.
Okay, got you.
Um,
Yep. I got you.
and then I
Yeah.
just I got to start learning how to click the app more. You know what I mean? Because I'm
Hmm.
used to just clicking Instagram, YouTube, Instagram, YouTube, Instagram, YouTube. So I got that one. So I got I'm doing better.
Yeah, yeah, we'll learn. It's a learning process.
Yeah, for
Trust me.
sure.
It took me a lot of months to get to where I'm at on there. And I'm thankful. So we just gotta keep building it up. And shout out to
Yeah.
Smoke pulling up, man. Appreciate you, Smoke.
What's
Now
going
we
on,
did that,
bro?
y'all. We did the members raffle, Smoke, and we did it live. Big Dog Willie did get the win. He secured the victory.
Wait, oh, you got the
Um,
$50?
Yeah, so he'll get it. He'll get first run at it if he wants it.
I'm
If
gonna take
not,
the
if he wants
closer.
to pass it along, the second person was Ja, and the third person was BVO. You know that 50 not getting past BVO. So
Nah, hey, listen, y'all keep now. Don't you give BVO no Burger King money. No,
Wow.
my brother got to eat, man. Come on, man. You got to stay. You got
he
to stay
got a
strong.
wife. He got a wife. He need home cooked meals. He needs salad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
50
you're a
50
fool.
$50 to take the family out to get some ice
Yeah,
cream, man. Come
yeah,
on,
you a
He
fool,
don't
after
bro.
need
church.
no ice cream. They can go
Y'all
get ice
Yeah,
boys is
you
cream.
a
wild,
fool.
bro.
You a fool, bro.
Out of pocket, dog.
They can go get ice cream. He don't need. He can.
Y'all ain't about to go at my boy while
You
he
just
ain't up in
get
the roast
BVO.
like
Just get it 50 to the wife and let her. You know what I'm saying?
that.
That's what it is.
Let her do it. Let her do
Let
what
her
it
do what
do.
it do. Yeah.
Yeah, let her do
Shout
what it
out to
Nah,
do.
Miss
my
BBL. She's
nah, my
dope as
Word
brother
up.
hell.
got a
Like,
nice truck. He gonna need some gas. 50 with the $4 gas prices. Ain't nobody
Yeah,
passing up on no $50.
yeah, my
That's
gas
why
is
you need to work. I know
three
I
seventy
wouldn't.
nine.
yeah, 379. I'm 430 right now, bro. Get out of here. I'm lucky bastards. Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
look.
lucky.
It depends on what you
Man.
drive. I got a fucking five. Oh, I'm sorry. I got a 4x4. I got a
Hold on. Let
Jeep
me just go.
Cherokee.
Let me just go ahead and play the drop for y'all real early. Y'all wilding
Oh
out
man.
already. Hold on.
I said,
Now don't be a Negro, be my nigga. All right, help me out.
Sorry, bro. We start talking about gas
Boxing,
prices, bro. That
please.
gas prices and eggs, bro. It make you forget. Word make you
I know.
forget
I
the
know. When we
professionalism,
we hey, listen. We transfer from one platform to another. And things change.
Yeah,
Hey,
for
we got to
bro.
sure.
be able to make those adjustments.
Bro, I'm trying, bro. But when you talking about gas and eggs, bro, that's a problem,
no,
Hey,
what,
no
bro?
question.
Next thing it's gonna be is toilet paper. Watch, bro.
bro.
Swear to God.
Man, bro, that ain't, bro.
Go ahead. Oh, okay, everybody. Okay, we good.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me say this though, and shout out to everybody. Appreciate y'all for being on the panel with me. Let me start with Prize, because Prize, you never know. Prize might have to move around. He got his daughter. He doing things right now. Prize, talk about this Wilder versus Chisora matchup. And do you feel like this is gonna be a distance fight? What you expecting out of Deontay? And Prize might have went on mute for a reason. Smoke, take the floor on that one before until Prize come back.
Man, I was about to go live right before I got the back call. I'll tell you like this. I was gonna talk about it, but since we here, one of them gonna have to retire after this fight. That's just that.
This is Chisora's
I
last
know,
fight,
I know.
though.
Chisora saying he gonna retire, but if he wins, Wilder has to retire.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I agree
agree.
with that. I
But
agree with
what
that.
but,
He should
but
retire,
what
bro.
Chisora was talking about doing a fight in Africa. So that's what I'm saying. These dudes, he sold his last fight talking about it was gonna be his last fight in the UK, and now he back again. So with Wilder. So that's what Chisora do.
I mean, I
I
wonder how
don't
much
expect
money
him to
they gave
retire.
him for the Wilder fight, because we all seen Usyk saying that he wanted Wilder, like that was his going out card, but
I
then
messed up.
he's fighting the kickboxer, and
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
But that brother 285 pounds. I seen him moving around too. He ain't gonna be able to beat Usyk, but that's a big guy, man. So it
Yeah,
should
now
be
he can
interesting.
fight. The dude can
Yeah.
fight, though. He can fight. He can
Rico.
real
Yeah,
fight.
Rico can fight.
No, listen,
Who,
even
Rico
even
Verhoeven?
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
UFC fighters say this, bro.
Usyk
Even
fighting
UFC fighters
Rico?
say this, bro.
Yeah,
Where
he can
you been
fight.
at, Mark?
He can fight. Hey man, Marky been doing his political
I had
thing.
no clue about that. That Rico is the GOAT. Rico is the best of his era. He's the LeBron of kickboxing.
That's
Hmm.
great. That's great. That is great. There's a difference between kickboxing and MMA and boxing.
Now,
Yeah,
see,
that's what
I
Usyk
know.
was saying too.
but when we talk about that, it's more
But
similar.
it's like, but you gotta
It,
understand, it's like Ali versus Inoki. It's like a big crossover pop. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
nah, but
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I think Usyk is going.
you
Well,
gonna watch him.
go Pride. Go ahead, Pride. We wait for you to go ahead anyway.
My
Let
bad.
me
I had
just
to
say
get
this
my
real
daughter
quick.
outfit.
It's
I had to get her outfit ready. My bad.
Hey Marky, that fight is May 23rd. They fighting in the Giza in Egypt, or the pyramids of Giza. Probably I guess the pyramids of Giza. I was gonna say the Giza
Pyramids.
Strip. Yeah, the pyramids. It's gonna be in front of the pyramids in Egypt. And they haven't released the full undercard, but they're talking about Jack Catterall versus, dang, I couldn't forget who's versus Shakram Giasov is gonna be on that undercard. That's
That's
for
what's up.
proposed fight.
That's what's
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, but I mean, this guy's fighting this kick belt, man. I don't want to see that mess.
Yeah.
I mean, to fair enough, and just listen to me. Fair enough. He deserves it. Out of everybody in boxing, he deserves it.
I
Like
understand
he
that.
can do whatever he want to do. You
He
know what I'm saying?
deserves the payday and he deserves
Yeah.
that spotlight. He deserves to do what he wants. Yeah, I won't disagree with that. Nah, no way.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, he's literally ran through the heavyweight division.
Mm-hmm.
And the Wilder fight, nobody was convinced that Wilder had a chance to win that. So
But
it's kind of
nobody,
at this stage.
he got more chance than that kick belt, man.
285-pound man prize. I
Nah,
mean, not
Man,
maybe.
that don't mean
We said
nothing.
the same thing
if
with Ngannou versus Fury, and look what
I
that
mean,
look how that fight ended.
Because Tyson Fury was a complete slob in that fight, and you see what AJ did. Because AJ is shaped year round. You see how AJ every time it was time, every time it was a wrestling match. Somebody want to play wrestling in boxing, and they got in there with AJ. AJ melted them every time. He represent boxing when
he
they
said the
when
wrestling.
yeah, when the wrestlers want to come over here and Ngannou want to come over here and wrestle, he got put to bed.
Yeah, he did.
Yo,
Nah,
that's
And he
yo,
said he broke Jake Paul's face. You know what I
yo,
mean?
the videos on that prize was so funny when the ad libs and the noises. Go to sleep.
He put him to bed. I
yeah,
mean,
that was,
he really tucked him in and put him to sleep, bro.
Go to sleep.
But it's funny, he did Ngannou worse than Jake Paul.
I don't know. He
nah,
broke Ngannou. I mean, he broke
nah.
Jake's jaw.
Nah,
Yeah, he broke Jake Jaw. But
but see, the thing about it
the way
is
that
Jake
Laura
Nah,
pulled it
but
though,
Ngannou,
Jake offered his
Ngannou
jaw up.
went
Let's be real.
straight to bed. He went straight to bed. They had to come wake him
That
up.
was one round.
That
yeah,
was 2 rounds. It was 2.
Put your body back
Okay.
on.
Go to sleep. That's what it was.
Straight to bed,
Yo.
Pop.
And then to me, to be honest with you, I don't
I thought
know.
the
Jake
broken
was
jaw is
getting gassed
worse.
out. Yeah, the broken jaw was bad, Juan. But to me, it looked like more so Jake offered his jaw up. Like he just left it in the air, you know? He just stayed
Nah,
there and let AJ
he was
line
just
him
kind of
up.
nah. See, the reason why you say that is because certain things when you in there, bro, and you really actually gas, bro. There's no running from it. There's only a certain amount of running you could really actually do. If your body's not trained for that, there's only a certain amount of running you can actually really do.
Right.
So for him to
I'm
really
with
be
you. I'm
running,
with you on that. I'm with you on
yeah,
that. But it looked like he was like, okay, this is the moment where I know it's gonna be done.
nah,
You know what I'm
he was
saying?
gonna take he was gonna take it out no matter what, whatever
He was
way
gonna
he's gonna
take,
take it
but
out.
that's what I'm saying. He was gonna because it's all a TV show for him. He's made, you know, how much money did he get? 90, $100 million. So for
Mm.
Yeah,
instance, he can't go out like, oh, I'm just gonna hold AJ or take a knee or quit. Nah, he gotta sell it. So he put himself in a position. He was like, okay, this gonna be the shot, and AJ broke his jaw.
Well,
It's
Mm-hmm.
just that simple.
let's be real. Let's be real. He was kind of put in that position himself because he went with
Mm-hmm.
AJ first. AJ was like, "Bro, I'm a real boxer." It was
Yeah.
the Tank thing. Then the Tank with the Lamont Roach, and then he said that he got a handle bidding with Roach, and he didn't care about that. Then we got the court case. And let's not forget, before AJ, it was supposed to be Canelo. So Netflix
Yeah.
had already paid him or had money set up for him for a major fight. So he had to go out there and, if y'all ever seen Heartbreak Ridge before, when Clint Eastwood told him, stick your chin up a little bit higher.
Mm-hmm.
Higher.
Yeah.
Just saying, like, bro, we talking big business now. Like, we act like we don't want to pocket watch, but, bro, if Paul got 90, if AJ got whatever he got, what did Jake Paul company get? What did Netflix get? What did the promoters get? So we talking about like a half a billy probably somewhere when it come to money and where that fight and all that went to. We talking about like 4,000.
Yo, how we go from 5 likes to, oh, there you go.
Cause we talking that go to sleep.
he took a nice nap. He took a nice nap now, but Ngannou did fold like a lawn chair. That was the funniest thing I heard.
He folded him.
But see that's what they tell you. Like, would you rather get a clean one punch knockout or accumulation of punishment over a period of time? You know, a number of
Punishment.
rounds.
God bless my godfather. He said,
I like
"Rather
punishment.
you
Shout out to
knock
my
me
friend. Shout
out,
out to the good brother T here.
I'd rather you knock me out than to be whooping on me and yelling and screaming like when Bruce Lee used to be wow. Like now you're not just gonna be you're not gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Because every time a boxer punch, they make noises and sounds. It's like, nah, just go ahead and knock me out. You're not gonna whoop me for 36 minutes. 36 minutes is a long
But
time.
yeah, but Jake got tired too, Smoke, and he backed himself into the corner. AJ backed him into the corner, and Jake, he always keep his head straight up anyway, and AJ made him pay. It was beautiful.
You know what he did? I'm gonna say it again. He made him go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me ask you this, Marky. Marky, you still with us?
Yeah.
Let me bring you in on this Wilder versus Chisora matchup, man. What are you expecting out of these two guys at the tail end of their career? Both of them in their 50th fight. Do you expect this matchup to go the distance?
It wouldn't shock me if it did, but I see Chisora winning. I think he's gonna get it inside of Wilder's chest. Wilder struggles when it comes to infighting. I don't think Wilder's gonna be able to line up that right hand, but it wouldn't shock me if, the Bronze Bomber found his old self and managed to get Chisora out of there with just a straight shot on the man's chin if he caught Chisora in the right position. But I got Chisora winning this fight.
Based on the style, yeah, I think he may have a little bit more in the tank than Wilder, but Wilder's just like pre-fight, he always looks like he's in tip-top shape, Smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Not only that crowd is gonna be with Chisora all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
That man is a national treasure.
Yeah, like
Shout out to
bro, you
Fredo.
know how you ever notice how old shorts pop back up, like the short when he was co-maining Regis and Josh Taylor and he snapped. Where did that short come from? I hadn't seen it in years.
What are you talking when he was fighting Carlos Takam?
No, when well, I don't know who he was fighting, but I know that he was the co-main to Regis and Josh Taylor. How long ago was that? The
like
press
over a
conference.
I
decade ago.
seen that. That was what
Yo, it's
2019.
good, huh?
Bro, I saw the short yesterday. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
where
that
did
was
short
hard.
come from?
Right. Where was
Man,
that Smoke
Chisora
for the
is just
year
an
for all these
absolute
years?
savage.
You know what I'm saying?
I used to think it was corny when he used to do when he used to wear the Marvin Hagler war bandana on his head and the cap, but nah, he earned that. That man is a savage.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll
Yeah.
come out there the first 5 rounds and he'll be looking like smoking Joe Frazier, hitting you with hooks, bobbing, weaving, dodging. Then he get gassed in the last 6, 7 rounds. The man is just surviving, but that shit is epic. It's crazy to watch. You swear he about to get put to bed, then he get back, then he get right back to it, bobbing, weaving, hitting you with hooks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's
That's one
definitely
of
a
my
legend in
favorite
this time.
fighters.
Yeah, he's definitely a legend.
Yeah, I definitely don't like to miss War Chisora fights. He knows it's gonna be crazy.
The only thing I give Wilder is maybe you don't have no more toxicity around you, and now you can get back to being Wilder. You ain't got to worry about. I'm just saying you ain't got to worry about being stepdad and they telling you that ain't your son and that you ain't got to worry about taking care of your brother or getting mad and smashing his girl. You ain't got to worry about that no more. You say you selfish.
I mean, those sound like the actions of a toxic individual, so he
I'm
probably
just
gonna
saying.
always be surrounded by toxicity no matter what, Pop.
I mean, he got a
Jesus
new
Christ.
trainer, so I'm just saying maybe now.
You left Malik Scott?
Well, I don't think Malik
If he
is.
did, thank
Yeah.
God.
Nah, he left
should have
Malik.
did
Yeah,
that
he ain't
years
with
ago.
Malik.
Yeah, he left Malik. So
I'm gonna say this till the end of time. His worst mistake was leaving Breland. I will forever say that.
Juan, why are you bringing up old stuff, Juan?
No. Because to tell you the
Having the
truth,
booking
if he had
referee
Breland
and
for
a
that
snake
second fight,
trainer.
if he had him for that second fight, he probably would have beaten Fury.
He
He
did have
probably
him for
would
the
have.
second fight, Juan, and he got beat after to death.
No, he didn't. He fired him after the first one.
No, he
No.
fired him
It was
after
the
the
second one
second fight where he
because
threw
the
in the
second
towel,
was
Juan.
he threw the towel.
Okay, yeah, okay, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought Wilder should have edged the first fight with them 2 knockdowns, and I liked how he was throwing the stab jab. Wilder at 210, 211 pounds, that was the best he ever was. When he tried to put on that extra weight, he couldn't carry it. He couldn't carry his endurance to the back half of the fight.
because Breland knew how to like work with that. Like again, Breland himself, even as an amateur, was kind of scrawny himself. So it's not like
Too cocky, man.
he ain't know what he was doing.
He got too cocky. He got too relying on if I land his right hand in any type of way, shape, or fashion, it's a wrap. So he got too reliant on that.
Yeah, but again, bro, there's only probably been 4, maybe 5 fighters in the history of boxing that really like they touch you, you're going to bed.
He won on, but I feel like he like where the word was that like he wasn't listening to Breland. He ain't want to run. He ain't want to live. He just wanted to do like pool work and spar. He didn't want to listen to Breland.
Hold on one second. Let me see it. Check quick. Let me see it quick. I want to take a picture. Sorry.
Man, if you don't go on mute.
I put it on mute. Hey, yeah. Let me ask. So let me put this to the panel real quick, right?
Chisora tough though.
War Chisora.
Yeah, I
$2 steak. That boy tough as a $2 Memphis steak.
I don't know how Wilder's gonna keep him off. I mean, maybe Wilder, can try to change a little bit, but usually he comes out the first couple of rounds trying to stick to his game plan. As soon as something happens or he get hit or something, he just resort back to his old ways. Just going out on his shield. You know what I'm saying? So Chisora gonna be in his chest though. From when that bell ring, he gonna be right in his chest.
He got to use that jab, bro. He got to use that jab.
Yeah, he has to.
And I want to say this because we love boxing. There's a certain new guy that he put the guy's best fights on. Go check out Tiger Johnson, y'all.
I just seen Tiger Johnson beat that Puerto Rican kid half to death. Something nasty.
Or Floss on Pro Box. Yeah, that was serious. Who you was talking about? You hold on, Smoke. You want somebody to sign Tiger? What you saying?
No, just like Tiger's one of them guys that he has the name, he got the style, he just don't got momentum behind him. Yeah, he does. I feel like I knew some person.
He don't got what behind him?
He don't got the machine. He don't got the push.
I mean, he on Top Rank, ain't he?
What does that mean?
He got Bob.
Nah, he gonna get the push. It's just at this point in time, right? Like who you gonna throw him in there with? Especially after beating the way he beat Fly. Who you gonna throw him in there with?
Why can't he get a top contender?
Name a top contender.
Who we talking? Juan?
Tiger. Who you gonna throw him in there with?
I'll check right now, and I'll throw some names out.
I got you.
Are you all right?
Top rank. He got to run that Rohan Polanco.
Yeah, but Polanco
or Norman Jr. I like those two fights.
I like those. Yeah. All right.
Because after you beat a Nicholas Floss, who beat a Jahad Tucker, at that weight class, you need to and was looking very formidable. It's got to be a step up. So a step up from Nicholas Floss for me would be because he's already fought Boca Chica. Tiger beat Boca Chica. He beat Floss. So now he needs to fight either Rohan Polanco or Norman Jr.
They're gonna give him Rocha.
Yeah. Alexis?
They're gonna give him Rocha.
Nah, they won't give him Rocha.
Rocha before that.
They won't give him Rocha. You know who I think they'll try to convince to come back down would be Rashidi. They'd give him Rashidi because Rashidi would be that cornerstone. Like, all right, where you really will be at.
Let me see where's he at. I'm seeing him only. He's in the IBF as well. So yeah, you're right, B3, because him and Rohan is they can't get away from each other.
Yeah, but they've been going back and forth for a grip, Rohan and him, and then they still haven't even tried to make the fight.
Well, again, we just said the name of why that fight wouldn't be made. His name is Bob Arum, and we know Bob is not about to put. I don't want to sound racist, but Bob is not about to put his top young Spanish fighter against his top young black fighter. It ain't.
I mean, would you really call him his top young? I mean, yeah, forget. I still got Xander. You still got Emiliano. What was the other kid? The other young kid that they had? They had somebody of the Spanish that's really, really nice with it.
They got Wama.
Yeah, they got
Shit,
Wama.
Wama gonna be nice.
Yeah. So yeah, bro. I don't think he's the top. He's one of the ones that we got to look out for. But I think he eventually gets beat also.
Is he in the top 5 of
Nah. I don't. I wouldn't.
He's not in the
I wouldn't
top
say.
5 Spanish fighters that Top Rank got. Is what you're saying?
Uh,
Young.
You would have
Hold
to
on.
look. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
I would have to
close.
look, B.
Top
I would have to
5.
look. Top
He
5.
top
Yeah, top
10
5 is
maybe,
crazy.
but
So who? What?
Hold on, G. Hold on. Give me a minute. I got you. Give me a minute.
What
Let me look it up.
top 5 Latino fighters that you have in front of Rohan Polanco?
and just in the top, and just on Top Rank stable.
Just on Top Rank side.
Just on Top Rank side.
So on Top
Angelo
Rank.
Leo.
And we're not.
I would have.
Oh yeah, champion.
I would have Emiliano. I would have Sammy
Espinoza.
Contreras. Yeah, Espinoza. Wama.
Xander Zayas.
Jan Santana.
Richie Torres.
Richie Torres. Yeah, he Moritaya. Yeah, bro. You got a grip. Yeah, you got a grip. Yeah, he's nice. Don't get me wrong. I love the way Polanco fight, and he's really nice with it. But he gets beat. He's gonna get beat.
How old is Raymond Mortal?
Raymond Mortal. He's 24.
28.
Yeah, 26. Yeah, he's young.
He's right around them Devin Shakur age.
Bro,
nah, Andy's not. Andy's with Metro.
Once you 27, once you over 25, you can no longer be considered young. You're a vet now. So anything under 25, Rohan Polanco, anything under 25 in Spanish, bro, he top 5.
Nah, bro, because you still got Steven Navarro. You still got dudes like you got a lot of dudes that are young on that side.
You said Steven Navarro?
Yeah, Giannis 23.
Bro, I hear Rohan Polanco name just as much or way more, and he not even like that. Is what I'm saying.
No, he's not like that. But you know why he's getting that love is because there's a lot of Dominicans that are gonna stand behind him.
Because he a green banana picker.
Shut your ass up, man. I'm sick of you. Sick of you today, yo.
Let's be real, right? Let's think about all the Ohio players that Top Rank got. Tigers into that, bro.
Ooh, I don't know. Wait, because who else is from Ohio? Yeah, you got Nathan, you got Tiger. Who else is from Thingy? Scooter Davis? Is he Scooter Davis from there?
Scooter Davis from DMV, DC, really.
Jared.
Chance.
They definitely they definitely got Jared in front of him.
Nah.
You talking about just Ohio?
Just Ohio.
Nah. Because Jared's on TikTok.
Jared's with Queensberry.
Yeah, Jared's on TikTok saying that he's not with Top Rank no more either.
Well, whether he is or whether he ain't,
I'll tell you what,
that's definitely on with Queensberry.
Good. That's absolutely good. Because you know what? I can't even say what I want on here because this is B3 ESPN.
You can say what you want, just remove the cursing.
I can't say it then. Definitely can't say it when it come to him. Because he got a lot of F boys around him.
Yeah.
He's a soft mama's boy. I've never heard him say nothing about his dad, and his dad been in his life his whole life. It's always my mom. Shut up.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was. I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't on Top Rank. You remember when he got into that police chase situation and he
got him out of
Top
that?
Rank?
What?
Exactly. Top Rank got him out of that. But remember, he cussed out Top Rank for even talking about it on ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
Like
as
ESPN,
if they did that.
Top Rank don't run ESPN. If ESPN want to pick up the story, they're gonna pick up the story.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when
Top Rank.
But Top Rank is under their umbrella, so they
under their umbrella. But ESPN can still, like Stephen A. Smith can still be like, I don't care about what Bob or Top Rank says. I got a whole other entity. I can run it if I want to.
Yep.
But it wasn't on Stephen. It was on what they used to call that show.
It wasn't on Stephen A.
The State of Boxing.
But ESPN is a way bigger entity than Top Rank. Nigga, but remember, they give you a budget. Anyway, if y'all don't know, Jared had his own YouTube channel that he just posted how he was just doing the dumbest stuff. Like, do y'all know Jared was going to get one car fixed and wreck the other one?
Yeah, sounds like some dumb millionaire 20-year-old mistakes.
Wasn't even a millionaire yet. So he wrecked the char.
100,000 there.
He wrecked the Durango. No, he was driving the Durango to go get that completely fixed and wrecked. I think it was either the Challenger or the Charger.
You gotta lay off that juice, man. Lay off the sauce. Man. You know, Jared has struggled with smoking and drinking, so he gotta
With
get
more than
that.
that, Bree, you being nice.
Man, that
Well,
man, people are
Being
saying
nice.
he's the next Riddick Bowe.
No, I said that.
It's
Shut
got
up,
to his
Marky.
head.
Shut up,
You shut
Marky.
up.
I said
You
that.
shut up.
No,
Boy,
you shut up.
up.
Don't be bringing up
You
old
shut
stuff
up.
because I said that.
Because it's a fact,
we
and
gotta
you were
we gotta
wrong.
watch that shut up word on here after yesterday, y'all. Lord have mercy.
But quiet. But quiet.
Yeah, you be quiet, Mark. You hush.
You be
You
quiet.
hush.
You be quiet.
Hush. You hush.
Be silent.
I'm from America. I don't know how to.
I know.
That explained it.
No, you bringing up that Riddick Bowe stuff. I ain't even get to him when he cried in front of Roy Jones, bro. I was
Yeah,
done. Yeah,
that showed that that he had his emotions is all over the place.
yeah.
Like
That
he's
I lost it
struggling.
with that one.
Yeah.
I mean, he got a
But
puppy
now
dog
he
like
gonna be
my
back.
daughter do.
He be back on the
That's kind of
Dubois versus
sad,
Fabio
though,
Worley
man.
card.
Like, we always talk about, like, men's mental health, and then when this brother expresses how he's dealing with a lot, everybody's like, man, this dude's a punk.
hey, bro.
Well, you
Man.
can't be like that in the boxer though. That's my
Word,
thing.
bro. Hey,
Mhm.
if you ain't never seen the movie, it's just like Tom Hanks and Liga. There's no crying in baseball.
Yeah, League of Their Own.
No, bro, no. And that
There's
was
no
a different
crying in
type.
baseball.
But there was a different type of crying, Mark.
Yeah,
Like I understand supporting men or whatever. But that was he was crying like this is hard, like,
Yeah.
just being like in his position. I'm like, okay, well, you asked for this. You decided to be a boxer. You could have been you could have played football, you could have tried to play basketball, you could have did something else. Um at the end of the day, it's gonna be, and whenever you do in life, it's gonna be tough days. You're gonna have good days. You're gonna have bad days. So, but here's the thing: is nobody in this world is gonna have a pity party or a sympathy party for you. I don't care who you are. They're gonna expect you to show up to work with your hard hat on and get the job done. Then nobody cares about what happens behind the scenes. People, a lot of hopefully, people know about it. They'll wish you well and pray for you. But outside of that, man, they want you to get the job done. Especially when you at the top of the sport and you getting paid like you at the top of the sport.
I agree. It's just a shame he didn't have the nuts or the mentality for this combat thing, man. It's a shame.
He's
I
not
mean,
done, Mark. He's coming back against Solomon Dockery. He's gonna fight on the Dubois versus Woodley card. So he's back. Big Baby Anderson is back.
but the
I
con-
don't think he
I mean,
could, but I don't think he could touch the top level of the sport, though. B3. I don't
but
think
the
he could beat
context.
a Fabio Wardley or a Caballel. I don't
But
think
you
he
know
can
what
mess with
the
those dudes.
but you know what the reason why he cried though is I just feel like y'all missed it a lot though is because he feels the weight of the world. Like you got to understand him, kind of like he's carrying his family. He's at the time a 23-year-old kid making sure everybody in his family straight. You know what I'm saying? Like think about
Yeah.
it. The world is thrown at you. You have all the money in the world, and you still got to take care of your moms, your pops, your cousins, your uncles, your brothers, your sisters. You know what I'm saying? So you're thrown into the line of fire. Like you're thrown into the line of fire. One. Then on top of that, you have the expectation of the world in front of you, because at that point, everybody was expecting this kid to be something special. There was those of us that they really didn't think he was special, but there were those of us that really thought that he was. So yeah,
I remember
obviously he's gonna cry.
Blue Blood was saying that Jared could beat Usyk in 2 years. Well, yeah, I get exactly what you're saying, Juan.
Nah, absolutely.
Yo,
Let
man, that man Jared Anderson soft with two T's, man.
Nah, but what Juan said is a great point. I
You don't
mean,
think those was
23 years
growing
old is very
pains?
young.
Yeah, don't you? You don't think those is growing pains? Smoke like he'll mature from this.
No, because I'm gonna tell y'all this. This is why I'm gonna say
Damn.
this. is because Mark, you know, more than and bro, I follow this dude since I heard about him and seen him fight, and everything about him I was on. And bro, that was the drugs making him cry.
Smoke crazy.
Nah, that's what that's
He ain't
like.
lying. He ain't
What
lying, bruh. Come on
I,
now.
I'm a subscribe. I subscribe to his channel. I was watching everything he was doing when he was putting out the weekly shows and doing all of that. And then when he got in trouble and he was on the news, and I was just like, bro, you got to keep them dudes from around you. And when I seen him getting locked up, I'm looking at him. Your eyes was bloodshot red and glossy. You was lit.
Right.
Then Top Rank get you out of that, right? You let the Sheik talk you into fight Martin Bakoli.
Broke him up, Pop.
Broke you up, right?
Mm-hmm.
What did you do when the first post you had? Was you holding your daughter? Oh, that's cool for the women in the soul. When it comes to boxing, homie, I need to see you in the gym get busy.
Yo, so you something else, bro.
I'm just saying, bro. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Oh
Cool.
man, y'all are brutal.
This is boxing. This is boxing. This ain't basketball. This ain't tennis. This ain't volleyball.
I'm gonna be honest with you,
This ain't
Mark.
golf.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Mark. I know what you're saying. People that's real genuine people, they only gonna support you when you're doing the right thing. So if you smoking and drinking, crashing your car, and you doing things that's gonna hinder your growth, hinder your future, real people is not gonna babysit you. You know what I'm saying? They either gonna stop mess. They gonna either tell you what it is, and if you don't do it, they just gonna stop following you. They gonna stop messing with you
I mean, I don't
because
know. Look at
you
well,
can't hold
I ain't
grown
gonna
man
say the
hands.
name
He's
of
a
the
grown
person.
man. You can't hold his hand.
I ain't gonna say the name of the individual in the channel, but they still rocking with Tank, despite
Yeah, I
and
know.
continuing to
17.
make excuses.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you.
Mute
Go
your
on, go
I
ahead.
mic.
don't know. Some people, when they reach a certain level, people will rock with them, whatever. I think Jared just had that expectation of his fans, but then Pop went and switched up.
Switched up like Robo Man. I feel you, Pop. I see you, kid. I see you. I see you, player.
And I
You
ain't
know I
mad
mess
at
with you.
Pop.
What you
Because when
say?
I
What you
saw
say, Mark?
Jared getting beat up by Charles Martin, I knew he was a hype job. I knew from then.
Oh,
Nah,
he didn't get beat up by Charles Martin.
He won that fight, didn't he?
Yeah, he
yeah,
won
he
that
went.
fight. That was a
He
good
won,
fight.
Yeah,
but
but he
people
was
think
getting
Charles Martin
smacked
was
around the
pulling
ring by
punches.
Yeah, he was in
Charles
trouble
Martin.
though. He was in trouble.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So listen,
against Charles Martin, 7 years after AJ put hands on him.
now I'll say this too. Charles Martin was in the best shape I ever seen him before in his life too when he fought Jared Anderson. But yeah,
Yeah,
he should have
yeah,
stopped
yeah.
Charles Martin, and you know that would have. But listen,
But maybe that was
that's what I'm
because
saying, bro. The dude
Jared didn't
like
take him serious.
Jared got too many. Listen, bro, you worry about when your brother get home and taking care of your community. You ain't made generational wealth yet. So what you need to do is, put your head down and worry about boxing and getting. If you want to build your community up, you're gonna need more than hundreds of thousands. You're gonna need multi-millions, and you're in the heavyweight division.
I was just about to say it's the heavyweights at that.
So you're the one playing yourself, saying and doing what you're doing. You're in the heavyweight division where millions come like crazy in the heavyweight just for taking certain fights, just for being certain fights because it's heavyweights. So congratulations, you played yourself.
Yeah, I don't rock with Bull like that. I mean, I just don't have any faith in him. Like, I don't want to see a man crying and having puppy dogs and you fight for a living. Now, I can see if he was like a basketball player, football, but you crying in an interview that the world is watching, bro. You're crying to Roy Jones, homie. Like, come on, man up. Put your skirt up.
You know we don't do no cursing on B3SBN, but I probably need
that sound right above the rim sound bite. He was like, "You crying? You
Mhm.
crying?" He said, "He said, drag that bitch outside with the rest of the bitches." He's crying.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was a wild line, yo. Hey, above the rim got some of the best references in movie history. My
Yeah.
bad, everybody on B3SPN. Let me play the drop for myself. That was
When
OD.
was Floyd crying?
That was OD. Hold on, let me.
Carrier.
He said, "Oh, at the Olympics
He was a
when he
teenager.
Yeah,
lost."
Floyd. He Floyd.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
he
guy
cried
was
at the
18
Olympics.
years old. What are you talking about, Carrier?
I gotta play the drop for myself, y'all.
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you? Look at me, boy. Don't you smoke crack?
Mm.
Hey, just a side note to everybody. Listen, I'm 3 days sober. I haven't smoked weed in 3 days, so I'm thankful.
Mm.
Yeah, so just doing some like because y'all know I just filed bankruptcy and I'm just getting my finances back in order. The money that's coming in, it has to go towards getting like a studio set up for my house, so that way when I'm streaming on TikTok and I'm streaming on YouTube, I can be more professional, and that way we can kind of grow and reach some of these heights we want to reach. So I had to make that
Hey,
decision, and I guess what, I lost
hey,
10 pounds over the last 3 days.
Mm.
good for you, B3.
God bless you,
Stop
my brother.
smoking weed. Good
You
for
on a
you.
tolerancy fast?
Mhm.
Weed is
Carrier, but
bad for you.
Carrier,
Weed is
but
bad for
he was a
you. You need to stop.
teenager.
No, it's not.
Free. Hey,
A friend
listen,
with weed is a
hey,
friend
listen, free.
indeed.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Some people, and I can even convince myself of that. Oh, nah, it's something that you're telling yourself, right? But with people, it's a medical thing. Because I will
No,
say, go
medically,
ahead.
I have no problem with that. I'm talking about recreational when a nigga can't go without it.
Hey,
Yeah,
B3,
that
Nah,
sound
you
like
sound
me.
like a
That
I'm
quitter.
with
You
you on
sound like
that.
B3. You sound like a quitter, man. That's all it is.
I'll just say this.
No,
Weed.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was my she would literally have
You
fits
breaking up,
if
free.
she did. Oh, hold up. My
I'll
Say
my
it
just
again.
say
You
this.
good?
my
Oh, go ahead.
ex-wife would literally have fits if she didn't have no marijuana.
I'm more.
And
Okay.
You know what I'm do free when
Yeah.
I don't smoke. I'm more like I'm easily to get
But
agitated
that,
easily.
well, yeah,
yeah,
it's some people they got dependency issue. They need marijuana just to eat. But I say I like it when I just get off of work. It's like I kick
Yeah,
back and drink a beer.
nah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
me too,
saying? Now
Mark.
some
nah.
people,
See,
now
Let him
now
jump in. Go
some
ahead,
people.
Juan.
Yeah, go ahead, one.
nah. See, but when I understand what Free's saying, and I understand what you're saying, but like some people just need it. Because even like when I used to smoke, I used to smoke to sleep a lot. So like, I had
Yeah,
trouble working because I worked at night. So it would be like
I need it because
during
I
the day
got
I'm up.
bad nerves,
Yeah. So like you be up at night, or you
and
be.
you can just go to the dispensary with your ID. All you need is a state ID from any state, and you can buy it here in Jersey, so it's legal.
And
Yeah.
shout
No.
out to AC, and shout out to my brother Bruce Gas pulling up.
Yeah,
And listen, I had to make this decision, because as an individual, if I could, I would smoke every day. I enjoy it. It's no big deal. I'm functioning. Everybody's functioning the same. Whatever, whoop de whoop. But it's also the financial investment. And now I have I did get a license a couple weeks back, so I can get from the dispensary, and they don't have any competition in Virginia. They've sectioned off the how they sell bud. So only like 3 or 4 companies in the whole state, and they sectioned it off. So they're selling like $340 ounces.
wow.
Mm,
Yeah, so y'all know that's ridiculous.
Well,
So I had to step back.
I can send you something if you need me to in the mail.
nah. See, but see, like, but even then though, like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh, you good?
You spending two, three something on on old red.
Nah, that's
And
not
Hmm.
this
how
is that.
much it costs. I get a half an onion for about $100, and I get
See,
into
but
some
that's what I'm
gas,
saying though. See
and
what I'm saying though.
it lasts me where I can get a couple of paychecks before I got to get another one. You feel
See,
me?
but that
Now,
you're probably getting that off the streets though, because
No, I'm
you got to
not going
remember.
to the Smith. I haven't smoked weed off the streets in years.
Oh, yo, see, I
I'm
don't
in
know.
agreement with you, Prize, but I'm just talking about Virginia specifically. It's nasty work. They
Yeah.
haven't legalized it yet,
You know why?
so it's
Because they're
only
not. They're not because this y'all Virginia's an open carry state.
Yeah.
Well,
You can
they
go,
said they want to look into it within the next year, but I'm
man.
with you.
There's no state that's going to legally carry and have medical or dispensaries where you don't need a medical card. It's not going to happen. You're not going to have a. In other words, like in certain states, you're not going to have a cannabis card or a medical marijuana card and a firearm permit. It's going to be one or the other. It's not going to be both. That's why you see states like North Carolina, Texas, Virginia, them open carry states. They got that fake CBD stuff in there or whatever, and them fake pre rolls or whatever. But they can't,
Yeah.
you got what you want, your firearms or your or weed. See, New Jersey, you can't. It's almost impossible to get.
Prize went out on us.
Yeah,
But
he went out.
he right on the money. But yeah, everybody. I just say this to say that everybody got to make decisions for themselves to better themselves, and when that time comes, like I'm saying, when I move
Yeah,
around,
stop up.
like if I pull up to New York, God willing, I want to be able to save up and go to New York. I want to move around. I want to go to the June 27th fight. You know what I'm saying? And meet TD and see some other people I know. Hopefully, smoke out there. Whoever else pull up or whatever, right? But you gotta plan for these things. Money don't grow on trees. But when we spending a lot on trees. If they had $225 zips Bruce gas around me, I'll probably make a different decision. But you know what I'm saying? 340 for a zip, that's OD. Y'all know that.
I,
Ain't
I,
no
I,
way. That's too much money.
I stopped smoking weed because I realized it didn't do anything for me. I mean, all I
Mm.
was doing, all I was doing was getting sleepy. I wasn't benefiting off of weed. So I
Mhm.
mean, when I made a change, like this was back in 2011. I said, you know what? I got to take some things out of my life, and anything that doesn't benefit me, I'm taking it out of my life. And the only thing that I stayed doing for a while was smoking cigarettes because it was hard for me to quit cigarettes. Now that I finally quit cigarettes, I don't do anything that doesn't benefit me.
Yeah.
I can't even.
And I want to say this to everybody that don't lie to yourself. Like I was saying to myself, well, I'm a little bit more moody and my tongue is a little quicker. I might get a little bit more irritable. Whatever, the smoking calms me down, keeps me at ease. Listen, you gonna do whatever you gonna do. You gonna say whatever you gonna say. We as a human
You're a
at
grown
this age,
adult.
you're a grown adult. We know right from wrong. So if you can't control yourself and you gonna say something to get you punched in the mouth, you gonna do that with weed or without weed. So my whole my whole thing is this. Y'all already know how I'm carrying it. This is business. It ain't personal. We
No,
trying to we trying to we
got.
trying to
I,
we
I
trying to
stopped
get
a
to that
while back.
goal.
I stopped a while, but I think I stopped when I was like in my like early 20s when I stopped. I was like, yeah, I'm chill. I was spending a lot of money
Yeah,
too on it. I don't know
Hmm.
why.
It's a
No,
lot of
I'm
bread.
with Bruce
yeah.
Gas.
I was
I'm with Bruce Gas in the chat.
The
I
fear
bet you
I
I was
is.
always
I
had
was
with THC was that
I
it
was
would make me
literally 30.
lazy, but
Hmm.
and that never happened. Like I'm a workaholic. Now, if you are lazy already,
Yeah,
you
my
shouldn't be
grandma.
smoking weed. You should not
But
be
And,
doing no type of. You
and see
shouldn't be
that's
taking
and,
no type of substances.
and see that's the thing. That's the thing. Like I I I used to work for Comcast. I had to be on a ladder. I had to be on roofs. I worked for Direct TV, and I was smoking then. Like I literally was at the
You was
point
tripping.
at one time in my life where I would smoke an ounce a day by myself.
Nah,
I
hell
would smoke
no.
an
Yeah,
ounce.
see, you was tripping. Yeah, you need to
I
quit.
He was wasting
Nah,
I'm
weed.
but
just
I
saying.
get what Free talking about.
No,
I used to
I
be
He's
like
wasn't.
that with
No, 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 no,
edibles.
no. Hold up. There's a difference in wasting weed and smoking weed. I ain't
yeah.
never waste weed a day in my life.
Right.
I ain't never waste weed a day in my life. It costs too much to waste weed.
Hmm.
Facts.
Hey, listen, so many times
No,
I was saying I was gonna quit and throw the weed away or just get rid
I
of it,
ain't never
whatever.
gonna
That
quit.
ain't never gonna happen.
My grandma, I'm 80
I gotta
years
finish
old.
it and
She
then make that
81
decision.
today. And she still. I just dropped her off some good stuff.
Let me say that stuff
I
about
come
that
from
lazy that
a smoking family.
let me say this about that lazy comment, Mark. That sounds real good. Uh when you got a job and you got a routine and you just in a routine. But uh how much better could your life be? How much more energy could you have? Like if you look at it like that, and you feel like maybe Mark, you a smart guy, you probably should have a doctorate already. You know, you should be taking over your mother's business at some point, things like that. So
I got my
maybe
own
you,
business, three.
well, that's good. That's good. As long as you listen, as long as there's an end is within your purpose, and you achieving the goals you want to achieve, you ain't gotta do nothing different. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
But see, with me, I want to be on camera. So I can't have bloodshot eyes. I want to be a role model example for the youth. You know, people not gonna, they don't want to see you looking, high, bloodshot, and things like that at my age. Now, maybe if you have a different audience, that's one thing. But I'm man of God, child of God, and we just got to do things a certain way. So I had
Yeah.
to come to that conclusion, and I'm even considering not gambling no more either, not putting in no wages at all. And now, of course, that's gonna be probably even harder because if you see something you like, you want that money. But y'all know this gambling, you gonna win some, you gonna lose some, and the house typically always win. So yeah, you might hit one week, but then the next weekend you're gonna be down. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about just ensuring that you doing what's best for yourself. That's all.
Yeah. As long as it never
But
took
Faze,
no
I still
time
got you
away
on the
from my
picks.
children, because I only ever did it. What you say?
Go ahead. I know I was talking to my brother Faze because he was talking about in wanting the picks. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that side of it. But go ahead, Mark, and shout out to you, son. Appreciate you. I think my brother Champ Ross pulled up
Yeah.
too.
As long.
Shout out to my brother Champ.
What up, champ?
Yeah. Salute to Champ Ross. Yeah.
It's
As
the
long
it's a
as
part of your
the
life.
habits
It's a
don't
part of your
destroy your
lifestyle.
relationship. Yeah. As long as it
My
don't
bad.
destroy your bread and your relationship with your children, do
Hmm.
whatever you got to do. Uh, do whatever you want. That's what I say.
Hmm. Absolutely.
Nah,
Absolutely.
but
Shout out to
there's
Philly.
a
Not whatever
toll
though.
to it. So you gotta understand there's a toll to it. I'm on my way. There's a toll to it too. You can't just be like doing what you're doing and then thinking that it's okay because your kids see that.
Hmm. Oh, because they're gonna do what daddy do.
That's a
If
fact.
daddy smoke, they gonna smoke. If daddy drink, that they gonna drink. If daddy abusive, they gonna be abusive. It's what goes in will
And
come
and
out.
it, and, it, and the thing is, you gotta remember when your kids see you doing it and they decide to do it, they might not be responsible enough to know where to get it or know what to look out for. They might get it from somebody on the street, and I seen many times teenage kids get strung out on drugs because their stuff
That's a
was
fact.
laced.
Yeah, yeah, free. I seen that happen right with my own eyes. There was this dude who was on the baseball team for the Virgin Islands, and he had a scholarship to go to Florida A&M. They laced him. They put
Mm.
like Windex in his joint. It was crazy. I don't know why. Like people are just wicked like that. But my whole family, except for my mother, or no, my mother actually, she takes the CBD oil, but she don't smoke. But my whole family, if my kids ever get to that age where they want to be curious and just take a puff or see what it feel like, they know where to get it from. So I'm not concerned about that, and they could talk to me. But I absolutely hear what you're saying, Free. That's a fact. It got some wood to it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's but yeah, I
And
mean that was a good segue. I mean, we talk
yeah,
real life. I always say that we talk boxing, we talk sports, we talk life over here. You know what I'm
no
saying? We got to be
facts.
open and honest. When you're a public figure, people going to know what's going on. They're going to want to know what's going on. They going to
Why
want
am
they
I
going to
doing
want to
that?
trust you. They're going to want to trust what you say. And also if they care enough, they could do a deep dive into you anyway. People people could look you up and see anything you got going on as public record. So we
No
got to be
facts.
open with the people.
But you also you gotta do. You gotta be as a person. Like you're in this YouTube space. Like we're all in this YouTube space now. You kind of just gotta move militantly. Like you can't be moving like you was moving before you was doing the YouTube or the Facebook or whatever the case may be that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move militantly. You can't be moving like you just anybody else now.
1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%. Absolutely, because especially when you connected to certain people, that's what I'm saying. You a representation of the people that you connected to. So, like Mark was saying, if you're doing the right things, ain't no big deal. But I'm a representation of the Sports Talk Network. The People's Network. I'm a representation of my family and stuff. So when people see me, they're gonna be like, and I'm doing something I ain't supposed to do. They're gonna say, dang, free homeboy, he don't know how to act. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? They're gonna
see,
say, you see what I'm
see,
saying?
but
So we
see, but
gotta
that
we gotta
comment right there.
always hold ourselves accountable.
See, but that comment right there, Terry, I'm not a saint. I'm far from it. You know what I'm saying? What you saw yesterday, yes, I talked it out with homeboy. You know what I'm saying? We all good now, but I'm far from the saint. I'm still fixing myself, and I know what I'm still capable of. But it's just
Yeah.
I'm chilling. I'm cooling. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really on that wave no more like that. I'm not even trying to do that. So
Man,
everybody,
listen, we all works in progress, bro. We already know that's a known fact. No, but none of us are perfect. And hold on, let me just say this real quick, y'all. Shout out to my brother Ja pulling up. T Mac is pulling up. T Mac in the building too. Salute to my brother Ja, and also my brother TD. TD in the building. Shout out to TD. Appreciate
Yeah,
the support, TD. Make sure y'all follow my brother TD. And y'all, I'm just gonna say this before you cook. We did the members raffle early on the live. We did it live. Big Dog Willie was the winner. So Big Dog, if you in here, Big Dog Willie, he will be getting a $50 cash app from me, unless as he passes. Unless as he passes, says he doesn't want it, bless somebody else. The second person was Ja. Shout out to Ja. Ja, you runner up. So if Big Dog Willie doesn't want that $50 cash app, it'll go to you. And then the third person we spend it for, it'll be BVO. So it got it. I mean, 50 people, two people passing up on $50 is gonna be a lot. BVO ain't gonna do it.
He
So
definitely gonna
so
do
it's
it.
gonna come out. So it's going that $50 going out one way or another. Shout out to all the members and the supporters. Cook on that free. Go ahead.
yeah. No, I was just saying when you say you're a work in progress, as long as you have breath in your life in your lungs and you're functioning, you're gonna always be a work in progress. Life is about progress. I mean, even if you look at any form of life, they always growing, they always progressing. So as long as you're alive and you're breathing, it's always going to be a progress. Nobody's ever going to be perfect. Even I mean, you could find out the most innocent individual that you know, they would tell you, "I'm still a work in progress." So I mean, you always try to do better. You take it one day at a time, one step at a time, 1 minute at a time to make yourself better. What you did today, tomorrow, you build from that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 1000%. I'm definitely in agreement with that. And now, while I got Marky in here, we are hour in. Appreciate all the support, everybody. Free already put some color in the chat. Shout out to my brother Free. YouTube, make sure y'all do better. Make sure these memberships is recurring. Come on now. Come on now, YouTube. Don't play those games. Let me ask you this. Let's pivot real quick, y'all. Let's pivot the conversation. The beautiful sport of women's boxing, right? Your girl is
Mm.
fight. Your girl is back, Marky Dan. Caroline Dubois. Talk about her. She's kind of
Dubois.
yeah, let's talk about it. Go ahead and take the floor.
Nah, you tell me. I don't really be tapped into the women's
Okay.
boxing.
Oh,
I
well,
know she's
Caroline
fighting.
Dubois, she's fighting Terry
I know
Harper
she's
on
fighting this weekend, right?
yeah, they fighting on ESPN Plus. They doing MVPW. Shout out to, Jake Paul and Nikisa, and they got that deal with ESPN now. The card is gonna be on ESPN Plus, so I'm guessing we're gonna have to get that ESPN Plus subscription. We're gonna have to re-up with ESPN Plus. So shout out to him for bringing
ew,
boxing back.
that's
Now,
nasty.
I know, man. I know. But they don't think they'll free. They only about $11, right?
Nah, it was 6.99.
Okay, good. Okay, good. 6.99. That's doable. That's a B3 Picks membership. So hey, listen, everybody do that. But we show up 5 days a week. ESPN Plus. We only gonna watch women's boxing on ESPN Plus maybe, once or twice a month, if that. So we get 20 episodes a month. So I appreciate all the support. Marky, do you expect Caroline Dubois to walk through Terry Harper, or are you expecting more of a tougher challenge? Talk about that fight.
I don't really know. Is Terry? That's the girl that Alicia Baumgartner put to sleep.
Well, yeah, she stopped her
Yeah.
standing, and the referee had to save her. Yeah.
Yeah, I expect and just being fair, I don't really know too much about Miss Harper. I don't know what she's been doing ever since that vicious knockout, but I expect this just to be like a measuring stick type of fight to measure herself against Alicia Baumgartner, where Alicia Baumgartner stopped Miss Harper in what, the seventh or sixth round. So Miss Caroline gonna try to do it in two or four. So that's why I expect a scintillating performance. I expect a boot to behind Team Grenada. We lost our match to get to the FIFA World Cup to Jamaica. So Caroline got to come in and redeem the home team. Give us something to be happy about for once.
Hey, AC, we'll move to that. We'll move to that right after. Yeah, Terry Harper did quit versus Sandy. Yeah, I definitely got Carolina by stoppage this weekend. Cook on that free real quick. What you expecting out of Dubois versus Harper?
Um, I expect uh a clinical boxing match from Caroline Dubois. Like I said the other day, I think when you look at Caroline Dubois and you look at Alicia Baumgartner, Caroline is a little more polished as a boxer. I mean, you can judge their power. Some people would say Alicia got more power. Some people would say Caroline got more power. I mean, that's pretty much up for debate. But when you look at the two fighters themselves, I would say Caroline is a more polished fighter. She doesn't gas out. So I think Caroline Dubois she's gonna put on a boxing display. I think she probably will stop her somewhere in the first 6 rounds, first 5 rounds. Um, I will be shocked if this fight goes the distance because the one thing about Harper, from what I've seen, she doesn't move her head off the line. She doesn't really have great footwork, and she doesn't have great defense. She gets hit with a lot of shots, and like I said, she leaves her head on the line. And a lady like Caroline Dubois, she should be able to make easy work with her. I don't see this fight going the distance at all. I don't see it going past 6.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you 1,000%. Hey, Juan, Juan, you got thoughts on that Dubois versus Terry Harper?
Um, Caroline, fifth round knockout. Simple
Mm,
as that.
TKO.
You can either you going to sleep or she gonna put you to sleep. One is it. Which are you on?
Yeah, she really got it out for Terry. This might end up being a first round knockout. Terry been walking away from Carolina and everything. Like I was just like, wow, I was like, man, that's not a good look.
And this if this was a couple of years ago before the Alicia fight, I would have been like, okay, this is an interesting matchup, but this is not before the Alicia fight, and this is after the fact that she quit with even Sandy Ryan. So it's
Hmm.
we now gotta realize we're in reality where she kind of is past her prime.
Oh
So
yeah,
we gotta just consider that and just know that it's okay.
nah, it is. You right. You right. Let's pivot real quick. Let's keep everything above board on this if we can. Now the tank video. I'm gonna bring in Free first. And then Marky, you can come in on it, and Juan.
I'm
Free.
not. Hold on, Jay. I'm not going to talk about that because again, I don't talk about that. I kind of feel certain way about certain things. Yeah, I've already seen the way that I felt about the whole other situation. I don't even talk about it.
Right, right. I'm gonna be honest with you. I watched it. You should never move one person from one place to another. But if that's all, I didn't see him striker. I don't know if y'all saw that. I just feel like it was bad decision. Now I didn't like how the TMZ how they tried to kind of frame it, right? But it's still just a bad situation all across the board. I want D Free to speak on it just from based on his background in security, policing, military, being a father. Break that down, Free, based on what you saw. Just break it down for us, how you feel about it, and where do you want to where you feel like Tank should go from here.
Um, from the video that I seen, that I'm quite sure everybody that's seen the same video. Um, like I said at the very beginning, the reason why the police took so long to go after him, the reason why the prosecutor took so long to serve him is because that video was not what she claimed it to be. Like I said, I believe Tank had did something, but I don't believe he was what and she claimed he did, and that was what I saw.
You
It
breaking up,
was
free?
nowhere near. It was nowhere near. Yeah, it was nowhere near even close to what she claimed Tank to do.
It's too.
Based
It's
off,
that you static. You free?
based off of what I'm static.
Yeah, we can't hear
Yeah.
you. Yeah, we can't hear you.
Am I good now? Am I good now?
Nah,
Uh,
it's still
I'm
staticky.
right here, but
I'm gonna bring you right back.
yeah, I'm at the light by the stadium, so yeah, I'll come back.
Okay, bet. Okay. Nah,
Nah,
stay in
see,
here
but
free.
see,
Stay in here free. Go ahead,
hold
Juan.
on. So answer Kerry. It's not even that. It's just if I say what I want to say, certain people are gonna feel some type of way. And I'm not even saying Jai's gonna feel some certain way. I just know because again, I'm around these YouTube channels and stuff like that. I'm not about to deal with that. So just that's why I'm not gonna answer it. Because again, if I answer the way that I want to answer, it's just gonna spiral into something else, and I'm not gonna keep dealing with that at all.
How am I now?
You
you
good,
Perfect.
Jay?
good.
Okay. Now, based off of what I seen, the most that they probably can try to charge Tank Davis with is battery, not assault because he didn't hit her. Um, the only thing that I can see that really he should be charged with is unwanted touching, because he didn't hit her. He didn't do anything that was like physically damaging. He didn't cause any harm to her. So all he can really all they can really charge him with based off the video is unwanted touching. That's really all they can charge him with. And like I said, he can get battery, but then you have to prove that he battered her. She, like I said, she let him come back to the house. She let him come through the security gate. She buzzed him in, and then they was out later on that same evening chilling like nothing ever happened. So it's going to be hard for her to prove that he battered her because the video doesn't show him doing anything except for grabbing. It was more damaging in the video that he did with his baby mother at the gym. That video was more damaging because he literally grabbed her up and dragged her all the way out the gym. So that one was it was more damaging. This one, it was moments at during that video where she was walking by herself and Tank wasn't touching her. So it's just like
Yeah.
the most that they could get is unwanted touching.
Yeah.
Right. I'm with you on that. Go ahead, Mike. Salute to my brother Micah. Pull up. It was a little feedback, Micah. I don't know if you at work. You wanted to jump in real quick, or if you want Marky, you can cook real fast
Yeah.
and then let Micah jump in.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real fast. I don't well, I do think that at the very least he did batter her under Florida statute. The definition of battery is unwanted, could literally just be unwanted touching against another person's consent, and he clearly did that when he was holding her by her hair and he was pushing her in a direction. Then there was a part of the video where he was like moving her down the stairs and she was trying to go back up the stairs and he was very clearly blocking her path. Um, I don't know how it's gonna work out. Rich dudes, they have a lot of money, they have a lot of resources, and they have very good lawyers. Tank, I mean that situation with the hit and run concerning the pregnant lady and other people, I thought that was a worse situation, and he should have probably did a little bit, got something a little bit more stiffer. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he has money, he has resources, he has lawyers. All I will say is it's not a good look. Period at all whatsoever. I mean, and then when you have the context of the text messages, I mean, they had a very toxic relationship, and it looked to me, at least from what I read into it, that she stopped communicating with him, and he came to the club to get her to communicate. That says to me that he might have an issue with control. Um, I just do not want to see anybody go to jail. I don't wish slavery. I don't wish bondage
I don't wish jail on any human being. But again, like this is, I mean, Free brought up the basketball issue. I just brought up, or excuse me, the issue with the woman at the basketball court where he shoved her. Then you have the issue with that pregnant lady with the hit and run. Then we had last year I think he violated his probation by going out of state. Then he had the issue with his baby mothers, with his child's mother on Father's Day. Now he has this, and then on top of the fact the civil case is alleging that there was more than one instance, you know what I'm saying, that he might have battered her in public. Oh, Tank Davis, even if he gets through this, I'm just gonna be. I don't think this is the last time we're gonna hear about this stuff, unless he takes the step to go and get himself some help. But the fact that he has so many yes men around him, like in that video, you see a dude with like a plate of food, like just walking behind Tank. Not like that's a yes man. That's like an employee. That's not Tank's friend. If I see my friend getting into an altercation with his significant other and he's grabbing her by her hair and moving her in another direction, I'm going to say, bro, chill. Chill out, dude. Like, let's go. Like, we need to leave. Like whatever you about to do, it is not worth it. But I don't think Tank Davis has those type of people around him. And like I said, until he gets himself some help, and until he extricates himself from those types of people and from these types of relationships that he puts himself in, I don't think this is the last time we're going to hear about him in a situation like this. And I'll pass the mic on that. Go ahead.
Oh, it's me.
You
All right.
yeah, you got
So
the floor, Michael.
he can absolutely be charged with assault. You don't have to throw a punch on somebody to be charged with assault. You can spit on somebody and be charged with assault. And the whole battery thing, I don't. They can charge him with a lot of stuff. The way he was pulling her and taking her down the stairs against her will, they could charge him with kidnapping, blocking her from going where she need to go, pulling her hair. Man, he could definitely be charged with assault. 100%. Should he? Probably not, but he can. And plus, he's got prior instances like this. Like they might let him off easy because he got money, but typically for a regular person like me, nah, it's over. That's all I
Mm.
want. He got, especially, well, I live in Ohio, so they would definitely charge him with assault in Ohio.
That's without question. But they got to be strict. In certain places, they have to be extremely strict because the populace will get carried away. So I'm with you like that. And a lot of times, people with money, they don't have,
See,
they
but
don't. They,
the video wasn't that serious, and I get it. But at the same time, too, it should have just happened.
It
That
looks
stuff
like
should have happened.
straight pepper stuff to me.
Yeah, it should have just happened.
No,
The video
see
wasn't serious. It was just
the
it
difference.
should have happened.
See the difference. They can charge him with battery. They can't charge him with assault. Assault is actually hitting someone. You striking someone. That's an assault. But battery, yes, they can charge him with battery. He didn't assault her. He battered. He got a. They can, like I said, they can charge him with a battery by him placing his hands. That's a battery. Assault. When they say assault and battery, is you placing your hands, but you're striking someone. That's where the assault comes from. The battery is you just placing your hands on someone. So he didn't assault her, but they can definitely charge him with battery.
Let me ask you this real quick, Free. About I'm not sure if is there still a kidnapping charge in place, and what would be your thoughts on
That's
that?
just what I
Uh,
wanted to get. There's an attempted. The most serious thing he's getting charged with is attempted kidnapping. The maximum for that on the
Well,
Florida statute is 15 years.
mm,
Nah, and they might
okay.
have a really
the
good.
kidnap.
They might have a
No,
decent
no,
chance of
no,
proving
no, no.
it. What you mean?
The kidnapping charges. The kidnapping charges has been dropped. Those charges are not against him. They dropped. That
Okay,
was the
good.
charge that was dropped. The kidnapping charges was the
Right.
charges that was dropped.
Good. Okay. Yeah, we
Mm,
need that on record. Yeah. If you could do some fact checking on that, Mark, if you can. But
Yeah, I swear he.
I don't
I
see
know
why.
that
I
there
don't
was.
see why he.
I know they initially charged him with 3 charges, and they dropped, and the judge dismissed one of them. But
Yeah,
I
that was
thought
the
the
kidnap.
attempted kidnapping. I thought the attempted kidnapping was still on the table.
No, it was. It was no. There was 3 charges, but they dropped. The judge didn't drop it. They dropped the kidnapping charge. The judge didn't drop it. They dropped it.
Well, let me see.
Hey, shout out to pugilism pulling up and TD. Yeah, yeah, that wasn't what was described free earlier. You know what I'm saying? Uh it would have been nice to kind of get this video out prior to, last year, prior to the, Jake Pipe falling out or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, but
Because this it was still, well, let me just say this. I know you're gonna cook on it. He has a bad track record. I think that kind of leads into, the uproar or the outcry. The video is just, it's not good
No,
look
the
based on his life,
free
but
the charge that got dropped free was the false imprisonment charge, which I guess is that's kidnapping, but that's what got dropped. He's the
yeah,
attempted kidnapping is still on the table.
What it was.
yeah,
That's
this
what it was. Though. False imprisonment. That's what it was. False imprisonment.
Yeah,
right.
I
Go
was
ahead,
so
just
cook
saying
one.
the attempted
so
kidnapping that carries a maximum penalty of 15 years under Florida statute. So,
so
They
and
not,
so
he was attempting to move her towards the garage to leave with her.
I didn't.
Now, I don't know if they'll be able to
I don't know
prove
if
that
y'all
beyond
heard.
a reasonable doubt because, like you said,
I,
she did go home with him later on that night. But we'll see.
Oh yeah, come
I
so
He
on.
don't
got
know if
so
y'all
my
lawyers.
Go
heard
ahead,
what
one.
happened in the.
let him go.
I
Let
don't
them
know
go.
if
Let
y'all
them go.
heard what happened in the.
You
Huh?
got it, free.
Yeah, you got it for
No, I
real.
was saying I don't know if y'all heard. I was saying I don't know if y'all heard what happened in the court today, but when they went into court today, Tank's lawyer filed a motion to dismiss the entire case because her lawyer never met up with him so they can go over the evidence because they got to give the defense chance to review the evidence and they
Hmm.
got to see the evidence that the defense has and they agreed to meet up with him but they never met up with him so they filed for a motion to dismiss the case. What the judge said was he's going to take all the evidence into consideration and he hasn't made a decision on it yet, but he's going to come back on May 14th to meet with the lawyers to find out if they came to an agreement or are they going to move further with the charges. And at that time, he would give his decision on whether he's going to.
Yeah, I saw that on Knockout 86 TV. That sounds like um what's the word I'm looking for? Something procedural or like pre-trial, where the lawyers are just trying to see if they can make an argument to just get up out of there quick. Now, and it might get through, but it might also not. So we'll see what happens. Um, if that is the case that they did not follow procedure, then her lawyers are idiots, and or not even the lawyer, because that's the criminal case you're talking about. So that would be the
My
Miami
lawyers are
Gardens
nincompoops.
that would be the DA who didn't do their job in that
No,
case.
that was the DA. That was the DA. Her
Yeah,
lawyer is only in the civil suit. Yeah, her lawyer is only doing the civil suit. That was Florida's DA that did that.
yeah, exactly.
Let me bring in BVO, man. Salute to my brother BVO pulling up, blessing the channel. Member of the channel, supporter of the channel. BVO, man. Well, we here. We talking about Tank. I know everybody's seen the video. What was your thoughts on the video and everything? Like, what will be your recommendation for Tank moving forward to kind of get itself in order? Break that down, BVO.
Hey, I just thought having my man Champ Ross behind him while he was doing all that was not a good look. But
Whoa.
no, I'm joking, man. I'm joking. But it wasn't a good look. But it was another sucker attack, and I just hope that he does better, man. It looked like everything the girl said happened. So I'm just glad nobody got hurt. So, cause he,
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm with you 1,000%. And while I got you here, BBO, because we kind of already talked that, I want to know your thoughts on Wilder coming back. I mean, he coming back against Wood Chisora. Are you seeing this fight as like maybe his last fight that we'll see him, or do you think he can stop Wood Chisora?
I think Waddle getting stopped. I think what I've seen with him is that he's not mentally the same, and he thinks everybody's against him, so he's gonna get beat dead. But I love him still. I'm gonna be able to pick up the pieces, but I can't wait till he retire, and then we can start counting down his way to the Hall of Fame because it's over. He's finished. I've seen him this last fight. He's finished. It's time to get ready for the Hall of Fame. Get your suit ready. Let your mom and dad know. Get Marcellus together so y'all can go get ready for the Hall of Fame because it's over, man. All that tough talking, I've heard that before, and I've seen Deontay sleep on the canvas, so it's over with.
We
Speaking of
also
losing the
saw him
season,
do a twirl in the ring and go to bed.
yeah.
Mm. Hey, you feel like the U.S. like? Do you foresee any U.S. heavyweights being able to compete with the UK right now? It looked like Fabio Wardley and Atama is going to take over the sport from the heavyweight division.
I like Michael Hunter. I don't think Ricky Torres is big enough, but I hate to say our last hope is really Michael Hunter, and we got to see what comes of Big Baby Anderson. To be honest, those are the two youngest. We got to see what becomes of them guys.
Yeah,
But
shout out to the Ohio native, Big Baby Anderson. He's actually signed with Queensbury. He'll be back on the Fabio Wardley versus Daniel Dubois card. That's coming up. I'm gonna get the date on it. Maybe in May, maybe in June. Let me check. Now, let me ask you this, right? Just to pivot real fast. Um, there's been a lot of talk about this whole Devin and Ryan fight. Now they're trying to say, Tio's in the mix. They want to sign now so they can get the testing started. Uh, Talk about that real quick, BVO. Lead us into that conversation. Like, do you feel like Devin is kind of dropping the ball, not being able to get the Rolly fight, not being able to get the Ryan fight, or do you think it's smoke and mirrors and we're gonna get one of these big fights with Devin Haney?
I don't know what's going to happen with Devin, but I think Bill talks too much, and for the first time in Devin's career, he ducked somebody, not on purpose, but he ducked him. I mean, Rolly sent the contract. Y'all walking around saying y'all Debo and Stanley. So I mean, at the end of the day, man, he talking too much,
They
and
turned it. Wait, they turned the fight down with Rolly.
apparently so. Yes.
That's the reports are that the money didn't make sense, so they walked away from the fight. Yeah,
That's
that's
the
the
But
same
like,
report.
thing.
I mean, for V3, I mean, you getting paid multi-million-dollars to fight for a belt, and now, I mean, if you unless he's gonna get that 12, $14 million bag for that last fight with Turkey
Yeah,
against somebody else, I mean, then
right.
I understand it. But
Exactly.
come
Because
on,
his
man,
agreement, hold on, that's what I'm saying.
that's
That's
a
what
belt on the
he
line.
already has that agreement, and that's why he said the Turkey go ahead and make the Ryan fight because Devin is already signed. So he's not gonna if Rolly's not gonna sell and Devin and Rolly is not gonna garner him a $14 million payday. He's gonna wait on Ryan. It's just that simple. Because he already has that agreement set up.
But Ryan's fighting Tio next, and I think people just got to accept that. And when Tio beats Ryan, I don't know if Devin want to fight Tio.
Mm.
I don't know. Just being honest, I don't know. But we'll see. We what's going
How
on is
you like that
business.
fight? How you like that fight, BBO?
With
Ryan,
Tio Stein,
yeah.
that's an easy fight for Tio. That's an easy
Mm.
fight. I love that fight. That's an easy fight. Tio will be dancing, top tapping his boot, back flipping all that on a fight like that. That's easy.
Mm. You said Ryan don't have the foot speed to keep up with Tio.
We see Ryan's very limited. Ryan looked good against Mario Barrios, who's been looking like garbage. I
Yeah.
mean, he having draws with a 50-year-old man. That to me, that's laughable.
Hmm.
I mean, you got to realize that Manny Pacquiao was fighting in '96, and '96 mean you was in kindergarten. And you
Right.
got to be honest. You got to call it what you see, man. He's finished. So I mean,
Yeah.
him beat Mario Barrios wasn't impressive. I'm gonna tell you something that's sad. It's sad that people want to make something out of Ryan, who's a known racist guy, and I just don't understand why y'all do that. You can't
Yeah.
have having that much.
Didn't you break the news that he has a boyfriend named Gorlock, the Destroyer?
I didn't break that news. I got to give TMZ the credit, but yeah, he does.
Okay.
He
Okay.
does.
But
Yeah. Shout out to
Gorlock the
TMZ.
Destroyer is crazy work.
That's
I mean,
insane.
I know
I thought
Juan
they
supports
said
that
like
though.
I thought it was just he took a lie detector test where he got exposed for being attracted to Gorlock. I didn't know they was in a whole relationship. That's crazy. Thank you, mommy.
Gorlock the
But it's,
Destroyer is crazy work,
I don't
bro.
think you
First of
realize he
all,
was at his weigh-in and he been at press conference with him. I ain't let the pretty
Yeah.
girl go. Let that real pretty girl go home, and he been hanging out with Gorlock. So
Oh,
Man.
that's insane.
that's Monkey Dance America, y'all. Shout out to
Ah,
him.
yeah,
Yeah.
freedom. Yeah, freedom. Absolutely.
Freedom of choice, Marky. That's what you into?
Absolutely. Don't hide. Be who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to be a little Gorlock lover, let him do that.
I don't hear about
Hey,
no get mangled. I'll be honest with you, but it is what it is. It's the world we live in now.
now, all right. So let me ask y'all this, right? Oh, BBO. I
Oh,
ain't got to ask you about this yet. About the Fondora versus Thurman performance, right? Do you
Yeah.
feel
oh,
like
that's
Keith
what's
should
up.
go ahead and call it, call it a good career, or do you feel like PBC and the ref saved them to kind of come back and possibly give us a Jamel or Arrow fight?
He don't fight anyway, so it don't matter. He don't fight nobody. I know how Keith get down. He fight every 2 years or 3 years, man. He might have been an Olympian.
yeah,
He feel like he on Olympic schedule.
that's crazy.
Keith.
You did him real bad. You did him real bad, sir. Just want you to know that. Real bad.
Hey Juan, you keep running your head, man. We gonna send you back home, brother. Real soon.
Man, stop it. I ain't worried about none of that.
You going right back to Roxbury.
I ain't
Now,
worried about none of that.
Nah, Juan going back to Dame da gasolina. That's why he going back to.
let
Hold
me
on.
ask you. Well, hold on. Speaking of that one, we do have a big fight. BBO Boots versus Xander Zayas. They locked it in for June 27th at Barclays Center. BBO, we got to get your thoughts, man. Who you taking in that matchup? How you see it playing out, and do you feel like it's going to be a sold out,
Yeah.
star studded event?
It won't be sold out. None of them guys. Well, I'll take that back. It'll be sold out because of Xander. I went to Xander's his first title fight, and he gonna have Xander got some fans. I don't know about Boots. I've never been to a Boots fight, but it's gonna be everybody in New York that has any Puerto Rican descent is gonna be in the house.
You don't think the people from New Jersey and Philly gonna come out for Boots?
Mm, I don't know. I've never seen Boots do anything outside of Philadelphia, so I don't know.
Didn't he fight Sanionis in Atlantic City and put 10,000 people in there?
Yeah,
I was
but
packed too.
Atlantic City is right down the road.
I
Well, you
mean,
know,
ain't New York in that tri-state area? I mean,
I just think I
Mm,
think it's more expense to go to New York than it is to go to Atlantic City. It's expensive.
mm,
I
mm.
guess
Uh,
New York, I
you
don't
would
stay
know.
in New York City. I stay usually in Jersey.
are you expecting to get tickets and go to that fight, BVO? What's your thoughts on that? I mean, it's a little ways out, but
Oh, I'm gonna be at that fight. I already talked to my man. Shout out to my man, Kid Kansas. I'm gonna be in the house.
Are
Man,
you gonna be there? You gonna go for sure now?
I'm gonna have fun making little AI memes of Tommy if Xander go in there and get knocked out.
Mm-mm-mm.
And you know,
Mm-mm.
you went against the brothers, Marky, again. I don't know why you're doing that, but that Xander is better for boxing to win that belt, man. You don't want Boots to lose that belt.
I don't agree. Boots is gonna go in there, potentially stop Xander,
Mm,
and that fight is probably gonna be on pay-per-view. They probably
mm,
gonna sell it out. He gonna
mm,
establish himself as a draw, as a
mm.
money guy, BBO. You know what
Bars.
I'm
A
saying?
guy
Them
who
guys gonna have
understands.
to come to him. And
A guy,
Ooh.
a guy who
They
understands. I
dying,
don't
they
think so.
dying for somebody to buy their $85 trash.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm.
So why not make Boots versus Fundora after that fight?
I don't think Boots could sell at all because he don't speak enough.
Mm.
His best interviews on
Well,
Brother.
Bernard Well, it's another guy from Philly by the name of Bernard Hopkins who was fighting another guy from Puerto Rico named Tito Trinidad. You remember what Bernard did, BVO?
You
Bernard
got
went
to
to Puerto
remember that
Rico.
Xander's not Tito Trinidad either. So
Nah, but I'm just saying the dynamics, the ethnic
it's
dynamics.
similar. It's similar, but I don't think Boots is.
Bernard Boots should nut up, ask for a press conference in Puerto Rico, grab that Puerto Rican flag and drag his nuts on it and throw it on the ground and make a mad dash for the airport. That's how you sell that fight if you Boots Ennis.
It's actually a good point.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Anybody that disrespected my people like that, I would try my best to string them up. But let's leave that alone.
Yeah, they.
Uh, Let me say this. Shout out to TD. Um, he said it definitely is a pay per view. Yeah, it's gonna be a DAZN pay per view. DAZN had to garner them pay per views. They told us they was gonna have 12 plus in a year's time. So the
Yeah, I
boots, they
might
got the
go.
boots Xander. Okay, good one. That's good. I'm gonna try to do my best to
Woo.
make it too. God
I
willing.
might go. Why not?
And we also had a Usyk versus Rico. That's gonna be a DAZN pay per view as well. And of course,
I'll
we
pay for
got
that for sure.
right. We got you might as well get the ultimate package then. So you can get Wilder, Chisora, you can get Fabio, Dane Dubois. All of that's gonna be on the zone pay per view.
Mm, bars.
Uh,
I thought the zone said bye bye pay per view. Yes, that was a lot.
Nah, but if
uh,
you think about it, it kind of technically is because you're paying $44 a month. So technically, you're not even really paying a pay per view course. You're paying just
Yeah,
the
but you
extra
gotta
twenty
remember, man, I'm
dollars.
different than you. Everything you own, you had a 5 figure discount on. I don't have that.
well,
See, see, see,
the
see, brother,
problem
you
that
making more
the
money than
zone
me,
runs
brother.
into The problem the zone runs into is that their business model just couldn't sustain not having pay per views because most of their money comes from Rally and from F1 in Spanish. And then
Yeah.
they were taking all that bread and pumping it into boxing and not getting a return. So
Well,
I mean, what else were they supposed to do?
I'll say this, man. I
It's
say, yeah,
either cut boxing or do pay per view.
if you think about it, everybody that did a deal with Canelo is having hard times now. PBC, the zone. I
The
see
Turk,
Canelo as a bankrupt. He a bankruptcy. I see. Shout out to Oscar for getting that cancer out of his stable.
you hear him, BVO? They say because of the Iran war, the Turk and a lot of the Saudis' GEA investments, they might be pulling back real soon.
Yeah. Can you blame him?
No, I can't blame him. I'm just saying that goes to your point about Canelo. Canelo is some bad juju.
Yeah. Well, I said, peace.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still with you, and I appreciate everybody in here. Make sure y'all tap the like button, hit the follow. Hey,
Nah,
y'all,
I ain't gonna be on that type of time. Don't worry about it.
we are hour 47 in. If somebody can put some color in the chat, that'd be great. And I appreciate all the support. We did our members raffle today. Shout out to Big Dog Willie. He's gonna get a $50 cash out from me. If we don't see it here from Big Dog in a couple of days, it's gonna go to Ja. And if he says I'm good on the $50, bless the next person, it'll go to BVO.
You know,
So I
BB ain't
appreciate.
passing that up.
Nah. Okay, how much is gas out there, BBO? Yeah, well, gas probably about $4 nationwide. I know I paid $4 and some change the other day.
Nah, we was
So
talking about something we talked on the phone, Kerry. Me and him talked about it separate.
yeah. So outside of that, Juan,
Good, Jay.
what's your thoughts on that Devin situation with Ryan? Now it's kind of like in limbo. You remember months ago I was saying he need to go ahead and try to get a fight done, so that he could renegotiate and not wait around on these guys. Everybody was like, well, wait on T.O. Shakur or wait on Ryan Barrios. Now it looks like PBC and Rolly trying to put Devin and Bill in a trick bag, getting them. Now there's gonna be what, 6-7 months out of the ring already. Going into another fight. Devin said he's fine. He's training. He's fine to fight in September. Ryan they're trying to put rumors out there of a T.O. versus Ryan. Talk about that, bro. Do you feel like the Tio fight can supersede or overtake the Devin fight?
I mean, it's an interesting fight. I mean, if you think about it, like somebody that that really don't like they have had a back and forth for a while now. So I mean, it could make it interesting. I mean, we've seen what Teal just did with Shakur. It made it interesting because he was talking all the talk. So he could make it interesting. It could be an interesting matchup. The trolling gonna be out of this world. I ain't even gonna lie to you on that one either. So
I was on a phone
that's
call. I ain't hear what you said, Juan of Puerto Rico.
I said the trolling's gonna be out of this world if they do make that fight.
Which fight?
Oh, Devin versus with Ryan versus Tio.
Yeah,
Yeah, because Tio was coming off his worst performance of his career, where he pretty much.
Bruh, you think about all the crazy, fruity, zesty stuff Tio was saying to Shakur. You gonna pay on 10 if Ryan bring Gorlock to the fight.
I
More
hope,
than any of the press conferences. Hey,
but I hope he don't hold
tell
back.
Gorlock the Ligma.
Yeah, he got yeah, he got. Well, he gonna have to sell the fight. I heard that Shakur Tio fight did great numbers at the gate and on pay per view. Or I guess will be viewership, right? Because everybody locked into the ultimate package, so it did great numbers. I feel like Tio definitely. Now he goes over the top a lot. He says some things. It's like he could have held that one, but he is good for the sport. I can't lie. I like Tio in the sport of boxing. I'm just gonna keep it real.
Damn.
Now, let me ask you this, Mark.
Yeah.
Who wins that fight, Ryan or Tio?
Um, I'm gonna go with Ryan. I'm gonna go with Ryan. I just think Ryan's reach, his hand speed, I think it's gonna carry him in this fight. Not only that, I think he has way more power than T.O. And T.O. could definitely get caught. Um, so yeah, I would pick Ryan in this fight.
Mm. D Free, what's your take on that? Ryan versus Tio.
Um,
And Ryan gonna have juice. He gonna have juice flowing through his veins. B3.
Mm.
um, I like Ryan in this fight. I what I saw with the Shakur and Tio fight. Um, I saw somebody that wasn't sure of himself. Like Tio, he tried a couple of things and it didn't work, and he just tried to box with Shakur. And I don't, and like Marky said, I don't think Tio have enough pop on his shots to make Ryan have to worry about anything. I mean, the two guys that you saw Ryan lose to were two guys that can punch. So I don't know if Ryan is going to be scared of T.O. I don't think he's going to be nervous against T.O.'s power. I think he can deal with T.O. movement. Ryan has the much longer reach. T.O. only got like a 68 or a 69-inch arm reach. I think Ryan got like a 71, 72-inch arm reach. So I think Ryan is not going to be worried about T.O.'s movement and things like that. It just, T.O. can possibly outbox Ryan. I just don't think he will.
Mm. Juan Claudio. Juan may be working now. I'm in agreement with you, AC, that Rolly and Devin, they're mandatories fighting right now, and they not matching up. That's really bad for the sport. I feel like I wanted to see the Devin Rolly event May 30th, and then Devin coming back and fighting Ryan sometime at the end of the year. Now, if Tio gets an opportunity to fight Ryan while Devin is busy with Rolly, then that makes sense for the sport. But it doesn't make sense if Devin is not fighting Rolly. It makes sense for them to go ahead and lock in Devin versus Ryan. That's the fight that Golden Boy actually wants. It just depends on what date they want that fight and then when they want to start the testing for that fight.
Now, the question is, if they do make the Ryan and Tio fight, what the heck is Devin going to do up until the time they get ready to make the fight for him and Ryan? What is he going to do? Where is he going to turn at? Because now he doesn't have a mandatory to fight. He's not fighting Rolly. Shakur wants a rehydration clause. It looked like Keyshawn Davis got a fight lined up. So where is he going to turn?
Right now, free based on the landscape, he would have to either wait or he would have to. I think the fights that make sense right now, if he can get them, would be Keyshawn. If Lewis Crocker's gonna be healthy, unify with Lewis Crocker. Even though Eddie might play a little hardball with that one, make want Devin to sign for a couple of fights or whatever. But that would unify the titles. So, and then a fight that the people probably will want. But Bill said he not doing no fight with Tiger Johnson. But the Tiger Johnson fight is kind of interesting from like a boxing hardcore American boxing perspective. I don't know if that's going to be enough for Turkey to pay him that 14 million.
Why wouldn't you want to do a fight with Tiger Johnson? Y'all had the whole scuffle. You're now being charged with an assault. Why not? Why not? Send your son in there to beat him up. So if y'all do get charged with assault, well, at least Devin did assault him.
hmm And they still
I,
got,
I
but
don't
they
I
still
don't
got the
understand.
court
Like what?
proceedings. They have a court date on April 6th, so hopefully they can kind of get that
Friday.
situation.
I mean Monday.
hmm
They got a court date Monday.
hmm So hopefully they can kind of get some clarity and resolve that
And
situation
see,
so they can get that fight.
it's not even Tiger Johnson pressing charges. It's New York State. They is the same situation with the whole Tank Davis situation. The young lady is not pressing charges. The state took the case, and the same thing with Tiger Johnson. He didn't press charges. The state took the case.
Mm, yeah, yeah. This is it's gonna be interesting to see how everything play out with him. It's going to definitely be interesting. Yeah, the state is present. Yeah, yeah. They want to. I mean, they want their pound of flesh.
What are you talking about?
Devin is being charged. Devin and Bill are being charged. In that altercation with Tiger Johnson, they have a court date April
Oh,
6th.
uh, well, we're gonna see what happens with that. I don't think they're gonna be able to. What's the charges?
Assault
Uh,
and battery.
If any, well, unless they could prove beyond a reasonable doubt that they ordered those young men to go out there and assault and batter Tiger Johnson, I don't see them getting through with it. But hey, they could try.
I don't know. They definitely got Bill on video. I mean, there's other video. It's just we haven't seen the other video now
Well,
because
we do have that one angle free where Bill does grab Tiger Johnson, but I don't know
no,
that looked more to me
no,
like
no,
he
no,
was
no,
trying
no,
to
no, no,
separate a
no,
fight.
no. There's another video back behind when Bill and Tiger Johnson is on the ground. There's another video of that where Bill and Tiger Johnson is on the
Oh,
ground, and then that's why I says it must be other video because from all the videos that we saw, Devin Haney wasn't in the videos attacking Tiger Johnson. We saw Devin Haney running up out of the arena or wherever he was going, but he wasn't by Tiger Johnson. So there must be other video
well,
to have
whatever the
Devin
case
Haney
may be,
charged with
that's
that.
what you get. That's what you get for having reckless people in your security team. So if he get charged, good. That's what you get.
That's why I was looking. I was like,
Cause
huh,
this
we
ain't the
don't see
first time.
nothing with
This
that.
ain't the first time. For you remember the Brian Norman face off, where that
Yeah,
security guard grabbed and yoked up Brian Norman. So they
yeah,
obviously have people that are either untrained or they just don't have control of themselves.
yeah.
They
But
just
see,
they
that,
just
but
they,
that
they
that's
have a
why I
whole
was
bunch
trying
of
to figure out.
aggressive people.
I
There's
was
a
trying
whole
to
bunch of
figure out
aggressive people around him.
how Devin was being charged, and then I was like, hold up, it got to be another video. It got to be some other video because from what we seen, Devin Haney wasn't involved. The first one, Devin Haney was on camera. He was on camera doing the interview on the first altercation. The second altercation we seen backstage, Devin Haney was running up out of there. So that's what I said. It got to be another video or multiple videos that we didn't get a chance to see from MSG that the police saw, or the police. The police seen
Not
the video.
not, not only that, that little nigga Sean Haney, they need to get him in order. Cause he keeps causing these, like, everybody else is cool, everybody else is handling business. And it's like he's not no fighter. He's not gonna do nothing to Tiger Johnson. He knows he's just gonna bark behind his guard dogs. But he's out there causing these altercations. And now Daddy Bill and Big Brother Dev, they gotta deal with the consequences.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
you responsible for the people that you bring to an event. Trust me. Um,
yeah.
especially when you're a public figure. You know, they're gonna
he
hold you
said
accountable.
he said damn crew price snitched on him. if his people snitched on him and said, no, that wasn't us, that was Devin. They all will be sitting at home, with no money in their pockets.
Right. Right. Dev should have been up there staying on camera away from it so he couldn't get charged. You know what I'm saying? Because he was doing the interview, and next thing you know, they started fighting. You know, he looking like, okay, I know I shouldn't really do it. Next thing you know, he probably went over there and got involved in the second melee. So
Yeah,
bad
that's what
look, man.
that's what I'm saying. He had to be involved in the second altercation because, like I said, the first one he wasn't nowhere around him. Bill didn't even know what was going on because he was talking to Dirk to Shore. Then he turned around and saw the whole commotion, and then he went over there and he didn't throw any punches, but he did grab Tiger Johnson. And he could have been just trying to break it up, but he didn't do anything in the first altercation. But then the second video that we saw, we see him and Tiger Johnson down on the ground. And I don't know what happened prior to us seeing him on the ground, but all I know is Bill Haney came up. He didn't have a shoe on. He was missing a shoe. And Tiger Johnson had some knots and bruises on his face.
Yeah, he did. Right. Yeah, yeah, that's a fact. And so Tiger, he hasn't fought since. You know, he had that blood vessel pop in his eye. So I'm just hoping that, you know, he'll be able to make a full recovery and man, get back into the fray. You know, get back in the act of boxing.
And now Devin Haney can't fight in the world's most famous boxing arena. He's banned for life at MSG. Him and everybody else part of the Haney that was caught on video. All of them are banned for life because when you get caught with an altercation like that, MSG ban you for life. You can't never come back for nothing. You can't buy a ticket. You can't be a guest analyst or none of that. You can't come back for anything.
Yeah, that's extremely unfortunate. Um, but hey, life goes on. You know, definitely they're gonna have to get his you know, do use Vegas. He living in Miami now. He probably gonna have to fight in Miami or something like that. But yeah, man, MSG is a huge. playground for boxing and sports and entertainment. So you definitely don't want to miss out on MSG payday. Man,
Yeah, I mean, you just saw what T.O. and Shakur did. They got a nice little payday. I think from the reports, they both made somewhere around $8 million.
yeah, that's great money. You definitely can't beat that at all. So
Yeah.
we're gonna get more and more info. We're gonna get more and more information about this as time goes on. We'll see. We got a big weekend ahead of us, y'all. We do have my guy Renee Santiago. He's gonna be finishing his WBA light fly title on Friday in Tokyo.
I told you, boy. I told you that is not no daggone light fly title. That is the WBA net title. He's net. Ain't no such thing as a light fly.
the Nat weight.
He's a net.
And it's funny though that it's funny that there's a weight class smaller than that free at 105. You know what I'm saying? So that's funny.
Yeah, minimum weight.
Hmm.
That's minimum weight. That's where Colazo fight at. We saw Colazo fight 2 weeks ago. He fought at minimum weight, and he's a Tasmanian devil.
Yeah, that's what I want to see move up and fight Renee Santiago. Yeah, let him move up and fight him. That'd be a good fight. Renee, he's more
Yeah,
so a boxer though.
dog,
Colazo
them
try to
niggas,
beat
he
you up.
fight at 105. Dog, he fight at 105. My grandkids is almost his weight, and my
Mm.
grandkids, not my youngest grandchild, but I got a 5 year old, I got a 8 year old, I got a 6 year old, and a 7 year old, and all of them almost his weight. They all almost 105. I'm like, God damn. Yeah, 105. How can you? I don't even remember the last time I wore 105 because the last time that I remember getting on the scale and I was close to 105, I was in the third grade playing Pop Warner. That's the last time that I remember being close to 105. I was 85. I was playing Pop Warner.
You breaking up,
Is
free?
is no, I was saying last time I was close to 105, I was in the third. That's crazy. 105?
Hmm. Yeah. So I think we covered all bases today. We did our members wrap. I appreciate all the members. Hey, Phase, man. We did our membership wrap at the beginning of the show, and shout out to my brother Ja. Everybody that's a member of the channel, supported the channel. Um, Big Dog Willie won the raffle. He won the raffle, and we're gonna have another one, of course, in May, and we're gonna try to do more and more, as we grow. Now, and shout out to all my supporters on TikTok. I mean, it's just so much love. Like y'all don't even understand. Now, Josh said I was like 125 after the surgery, and now like 130 is crazy. Okay, so you gaining, you growing, bro. You getting your weight up a little bit. That's good. That's real good. Um, I done lost 10 pounds in the last 3 days, so I'm going in the right direction. I'm trying to get down to like 185, 190, something like that. But shoot, a lot of these women right now is shoot 185, 190. I mean,
Shit.
but let me leave that
I
alone.
Yeah, I didn't lost like 10 pounds. I was 207. I got on the scale the other day and I was 197. I was like, damn, I lost 10 pounds. Okay.
Hmm. Now with me, it's more so getting back in that gym. I went to the gym yesterday. I probably go in today. We was on live. Now I was cleaning up my house and things like that. So I'm about to move around a little bit. I got to make some calls. Hey, this was a beautiful, blessed show. As always, man, I appreciate all the support and everybody that hits the blesses the channel monetarily or with viewership. Hey, everything is helping us grow and prosper. Let me before we end this free, I want you to end the show on this. Your prediction, and we'll of course we'll be back tomorrow and Friday. for sure to close out the week. We'll talk some more boxing. Hopefully, we get a fight announcement. But of course, we're gonna get press conferences and weigh-ins and things. Your prediction, Free, does Wilder retire after the fight on Saturday?
I will say yes if he gets stopped. If Wilder gets stopped, I say he retires. If Wilder lose or Wilder wins and he wins, if he wins in devastating fashion, there's no chance that he retires. But I say if Wilder lose, but it was a close fight, I say he keeps fighting. But if he gets stopped or he gets beat up badly, I say Wilder retires.
Yeah. Mm. I think that would be the right move based on all the punishment. He looks like he's still in really good health. Free when he speaks, his speech is still clear.
Yeah,
He still speaks very well and he articulates very well. So I want that to remain into his later years of life. He's taken a lot of punishment in those Fury fights and definitely in that War Chisora. I mean that Zilly Zhang fight.
yeah,
So he's taken a lot of big shots over the years. He actually also had those tough fights with King Kong Ortiz, years back. So
hmm
he said he's gonna stick around because Usyk promised him a fight. I could see that. I could see Usyk fighting him. I could see Usyk fighting him.
yeah. I just don't know if he sticks around if he gets beat up badly or he gets stopped in devastating fashion. I don't know if he sticks around. Because yeah, you might want to stick around because you think you could beat Usyk, but if you get beat up by a guy like Chisora, who's nowhere near the
Mhm.
level of a fighter of Usyk, I don't think you stick around. Why?
Right. Hey Marky, before we close out the show, predictions on this. Does Wilder retire after Saturday's fight?
I, I don't know. I just heard just an absolutely insane clip. TD Sports dropped it in our group chat of Deontay Wilder or Piers Morgan. I'm not even gonna go into detail on what he said. It is the most insane stuff I'd ever heard in my life. But hey, listen,
Is it the
I
old
don't
clip?
think he.
Is the old clip when he was talking about Fury? Simon tried to talk about Fury. Oh,
No,
it's a new one. Oh, it's a
no.
new one.
It's
Okay, I'll watch it.
pertaining to. I think it's pertaining to his recent girlfriend and how he knows that she essentially turkey basted us. That's all I'm gonna say. Like I mean, he's a vulgar guy, but I'll just say that I don't know if Wilder's gonna retire. I mean, we've seen this man get humiliated, embarrassed, beat down, all different types of ways. He got beat up by Tyson Fury. Then he got beat up by Joseph Parker. Then we saw Zaylee Zhang make him do a spin in the ring and then put him straight to bed. So even if he were to lose and get knocked out, I mean, there's really nothing to tell me that Deontay Wilder would stop fighting. Especially if there's another bag on the table for him. And he seems to be happy being a gatekeeper or a journeyman for decent money. So honestly, no, I don't think he will retire.
Yeah, because that Usyk payday is probably gonna entice him. If Wilder can fight to get a win or at least get a draw with Chisora, people would definitely, you know, still tune in or support Usyk. Like you saying, a lot of people say Usyk deserved his Rico fight. They're gonna say Usyk deserved a Wilder fight and so on and so forth. So they'll continue to move to go. They'll continue to support Usyk regardless. Listen, phenomenal show. Let me pull up Fernando Mendoza. Let me see who you talking about with this kid. Is that the quarterback? Is that your guy, Fernando Mendoza?
Yeah, that's the guy that won me all that money last year.
Um, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say yes, 6'5", 236, American kid. Yeah, absolutely.
Arm like a
Absolutely.
cannon, has a high IQ. This kid was a market and an economics major at Berkeley, UC, before he transferred to Indiana. I just think he got everything. I pray to
And
God
they won the
the Oakland
national
Raiders don't
championship,
take him.
Mark.
What you say?
He won a national championship, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. As the spearhead, I mean, that kid, like, it was so many game-winning drives. I mean, you remember that one I won the friendly 10 off of you? Where he got punched in his mouth and was on the ground bleeding. And I said, better friendly 10, B3. He put this ball in the end zone. And you didn't believe in the kid. And the kid went down there and put that ball in the end zone against Penn State. I just think he's special. I really think he is that guy.
Yeah. I mean, he's proven it. I'm a supporter of Fernando Mendoza. I want to see him do well in the NFL. And let me ask you this: so he will be in the draft this year?
Yeah, he going #1 by all the reports.
Good. And he's talking about going to the Raiders, or who's going to take him?
Say that one more time.
Who's supposed to take him #1? Is it the Raiders or somebody else got the pick?
The Raiders have the #1 pick, but I'm hoping they trade back and just stockpile picks because they're gonna suck again this year. I mean, it really don't make no sense to take a quarterback.
He said, "Is he going to turn out to be Andrew Luck 2.0?" We got to see, man. We got to see. That's a lot, if because Andrew Luck, he had those concussions. So if Mendoza isn't mobile and he's getting hit in the head, then yeah, I mean anything could happen, right? So he's gonna have to protect himself, and hopefully, Brady and ensure that he has a good offensive line to protect him so he can do well.
Yeah, absolutely,
Don't.
absolutely.
He said, "Well, wait, it don't matter, phase. I ain't really tripping on that. Um, you know what I'm saying? I just, they don't matter to me. Happy and healthy is all I say, phase. As long as they happy and healthy, because you can't have people in your life that's gonna bring you down or cause division in what you got going on. So, but yeah, a lot of them is that, like, if brothers don't know anything about thigh meat and titty meat and booty meat, that's gonna weigh a lot. So you put your girl on the scale, and see how much she weighs. And don't be surprised if she weigh more than you.
Man, ain't nothing wrong with fluffy things.
Yeah, that's a fact. Listen, all women are beautiful. In my eyes, in one way, shape, or form or fashion, you could find beauty in any woman, because they have so much life and love to give. That's just what it is. But let me say this: I appreciate you pulling up today, Mark, and showing so much support to the channel, being a member, coming through, helping the channel grow. Conversing like a gentleman, limiting the cursing on the airways. B3SPN. We
Yeah.
definitely, and I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody that patronizes the product and supports the product, because at the end of the day, we got to get to some money. God bless y'all. I love y'all, man. And I appreciate all the support. Oh, yeah. I'm acting like it's the end of the week. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back Thursday and Friday. It's impressed upon me to pray for us. Let me pray for us real quick. Heavenly Father, thank you for your grace, your love, your mercy. Thank you for blessing us with another opportunity to gather together and fellowship with one another. Lord, we just lift each and every one of us up, our family members and loved ones in our own individual situations, Lord, that your will be done. Soften our hearts and cleanse our minds of all unrighteousness, Lord. Protect us as we come and as we go. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Peace and blessings to everybody. Shout out to all my brothers in the chat, AC, Ja, FaZe, Pugilism, everybody, all our supporters, man. We definitely building, we growing. We'll be back tomorrow. Peace.
I need money.